Well, hello everybody. Oh my goodness. I was on a call and Chris called me just now seconds before I started and I was like, "Okay, I didn't even get a countdown in." Yeah, y'all probably thought, "What's going on? Why ain't Amy live?" Y'all. Let's get to the comments. Let's say hi to people who are here. Welcome to Let's Talk Tuesday. There is Chris. Hello, Chris. How are you, Texas? Xander. Hello, Xander. Then there is Avid. Hello, Avid. How are you? Everybody is saying hi to each other. I love that. There is Troy Sutton. Hi, brother Troy. Hey there, all y'all wacky fun folks. Yup, that would be us on this channel. Then we have Musgrave Family Farm. Hi, Musgrave Family Farm. Then we have Peter. Hi, Peter. How are you? Everybody is saying hello. There's brother Jeff. Hi, brother Jeff. How are you? Everybody is still saying hi. I've been busy. I haven't even paid attention. LOL. Huh? There's Mr. Paul Case. What are you complaining about? I didn't even give y'all a time. I didn't even give you a countdown saying, hey, her face is about to show up. Let's see. Everybody's still saying hi to each other. Yup. Let's see. There's Lacey P. Summers. Hi, Lacey. How are you? There is Sister Evelyn Newman. Hi, Sister Evelyn. There's Christopher right there. Chris, my husband, has taken our daughter home. She came to visit and she stayed for dinner, and so he just left a little bit ago and took her home. So he'll be here in just a minute. So yeah. So you get Christopher next to me.
Hello.
Then there is New Horizons Above and Beyond. Hi, how are you? Hi, child. Yep, that's Christopher. Yeah, New Horizons Above and Beyond. How about y'all drop that link if y'all haven't already? That is a new channel, and I'm loving it. Y'all, part of these collaborations, you start meeting new channels. And if I wasn't already subscribed to like 900 channels or more, I just found like 5 new ones today. So yeah, everybody's saying hello, Christopher. Yep. And then we have Heather, Heaven's Fire. Hi, Heather. How are you? We got Miss Janae. Thank you for telling everybody to hit the thumbs up for us. That is awesome. Let me see. Fisherman 506. Hi, how are you tonight? It is cold outside, y'all. Very, very cold. To me, it's cold. And my hormones are just, it's weird because sometimes it feels good and sometimes I get really, really cold. So, and right now I'm cold. Everybody's saying hello to you, Christopher. There's Scotty at Lone Cross.
Hello,
Hi, Scotty. And then let's see. I will have a video coming out tomorrow. I know I've got all these videos. I had one on Sunday, I had one on Monday, didn't have one today. I will have another one tomorrow. We got our, if y'all didn't watch the last video that I put out, I got the pigs back from the butcher, and I want to know why that went weird.
That was glitchy for a second.
Yeah, that was really, really glitchy. It's good. And I just made my first meal from the pork that we got that I had pictured. So yes, I am totally excited. The pan is empty. She called you Moses.
Yep.
It's Christopher.
How dare
It's
you, Janae.
Christopher. Yes, it's Lee. Fisherman 506 is Lee. I keep forgetting that. Since I'm new here, hi, my name is Rule. No, your name is Jeff. Jeff. What's this? I got all kinds of things popping up.
Design.
My goodness. My goodness.
Did you let Janae know I'm
Yes.
not Moses?
This is not Moses. This is Christopher. Then we have Lori's prepping for heaven. Hello, everyone. Sorry, but I'm slightly distracted. I was watching Father Chad Rippinger on another live. He's awesome. Anyway, I still have stuff to do before I'll be ready. All right. Yes, hit the thumbs. No, no, you hit the thumbs up, Scotty. What are you doing? Hey, Jenny, we just like peas and carrots. That's right. There is Oops. Hello, Oops. Good evening, Amy and all. Let's see. I do not need to know about another woman's hot flashes or code snaps. Let me tell you. I'm just telling you why it's hot and then it's cold. So yeah. Let me see. Everybody's still saying hi to each other. I love that. Frozen. Hi, anyone I missed. I know my internet did some weird stuff just now, and I was just like, what? I got 9 sisters. I don't need no more info. I am like 2 minutes behind, y'all. 2 minutes behind on chat. So I will try and hurry through these. Sorry, I can't keep up. Yes, Janae, Moses has a beard. He really does. He got one of those Viking beards. Yep.
There we go. Janae got it right.
That's funny. Peas and carrots, my sweet Paul. Chris says, hello, Christopher. I know. There's a LOL. I think I'm here. LOL. Always behind, Amy. Right? I'm still a minute behind, y'all. Thank you, Janae. Thank you so much for that. He got a beard like Avid. I'm not sure if it's quite that long. Yeah. We are in Oklahoma. That's why it's hot and cold. Our weather is somewhat confused. Yes, I know. It's very confusing. I'm to ask for someone else. Any seeds tonight, or is that tomorrow? Seeds is tomorrow. Seeds is tomorrow. Should I Avid wants to give everybody a BOTT. I bet it says OM. There's the O and there's the M. Let's see. He can grow it like yours, Avid. He probably could. Hi, Chris. Hi, Heather, and everyone that said hello. Chat is jumping. Yes, I know. Avid has, like Christine does sometimes where, hey, give me a whatever. And so, yeah. Let's see. Dish the bottom. Avid said bottom here. Yep, Avid. Not. There's Kathy and Brian, Resourceful Living Homestead. Hi. I am so in love with y'all's new animals. I'm not going to say nothing because if you haven't watched their video, go watch their video and you'll know what animal I'm talking about. Hi, Gingy. There's Ginger, Not for Nothing Homestead. There, I'll let that person know. I bet it's Jennifer Ocean Homestead because I haven't seen her yet. So I bet she's asking, am I missing a seed giveaway? Nope, that's tomorrow. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello, hello, hello. Oh, just Kathy. I'm working out of town and in a hotel. Oh, no, I didn't know that. You left him alone, Kathy. You left him alone. All the shenanigans he's going to get into. She's modding for someone. Oh, okay. Okay. Amy, I didn't say the other word yet. I know what word you're talking about. Yep, I know what you're talking about. She's laughing because I said all the shenanigans he's going to get into. Yep, Avid's hilarious. I know what he's talking about. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. So we'll keep up until Chris gets here and starts talking or not talking. He sits there like Christopher's doing right there until somebody comes in and asks him a question. So
that's how it works.
Yeah.
You
So
let you do your work, and then when someone asks us something, we respond.
But I will be dropping another video tomorrow. YouTube likes to do their thing where I don't look at all the numbers anymore. So even though it says like we have less, can you? Oh yeah, it's my phone. So you go, you got to turn it down. Make sure it's turned down.
Okay.
Where is my? Nope, that's not it. Is it?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Is it?
No. Hold on, y'all. He's doing something.
That's 6 days ago.
Here.
Your actual account.
There you go.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't it? That's pretty. Okay. So he's gonna pin that. Resourceful. There is a woman outnumber men in the world. We can't be left alone. I know, right? I'm telling you, how many Christophers, and Chris does Amy need? Several, I guess. Yeah. Did somebody say goodnight? Did I miss it?
Kathy. That's what.
Where?
Heaven's first thing.
Oh, I didn't know. She was going. Did I miss it? I didn't see anything saying that she's good night. How are you feeling, Amy? I am feeling good right now. I haven't had to take any muscle relaxers or anything like that in a couple days. And so I will probably go to the chiropractor and get adjusted, because every now and then I'll get like a pain in my neck, but that's about it. But I feel really good. What about cooking with Lauren?
It could be Heather going.
Oh, good night, Heather. I guess Heather's, I don't know. It has been proven time and time again. Lori Carp. Hi, Lori. She says, hi, Christopher.
Oh, hello.
Let's see. Lindy Okie Dokie. Hi, Lindy Okie Dokie. Let me see. Adventure America. Hi, Troy. How are you? There we go. Everybody saying hi again. I got behind on chat. Sorry. That's gonna happen, y'all. I'm a minute behind. Again. Everybody's just saying hi. Brian has been left alone for 2 weeks now, and next week I'm out of town again. What? Oh man, I have a pain in the neck right now. Paul, you better watch what you're saying. I bet Miss Anita's there next to you. Uh-huh. Hello, not for nothing. Doing great. That is awesome. Let's see. Ooh, wow. Okay, bottom of the chat again. Are you going to try to meet us at JL's in Pryor on Saturday? I didn't know that y'all were going to JL's in Pryor on Saturday. I will have to ask Chris that question when he gets back. You'll have to let me know a time, Mr. Paul, because I did not know y'all were going to JL's on Saturday. I missed that notification. I have 9 sisters. They all take a girls' day out on Saturdays. They take their older daughters with, and my mother. They come home to a tornado of a house. That explains it. Oh yeah, a bunch of us are going to JL's at 2 on Saturday. Okay. Okay. I got that notification. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I don't know if a message was sent to Chris. I wouldn't know. 2 p.m. I hide in my room. I take a break. It was on my Saturday live when we decided to. Well, maybe that's why I missed it, because I wasn't on your live on Saturday. Off Grid World. Hello, Lori.
I think you skipped a couple.
Did I? Where?
I thought you skipped Avid.
Oh, Avid said Lynn. Lori. I bet they do, Xander. I bet they do too, right? But yes, there will be a seed giveaway tomorrow on my What's Up Wednesday. I do have the live set up for baking and making with Lauren at 9:00 tomorrow. And in the description, if anybody wants to join in the whole cooking what she's making, all the ingredients are in the description, so you can gather those up if you want, or you can just watch like last time if you have any questions, because that was pretty fun. I think I'm gonna like this cooking with Lauren segment that we're doing. I call it a segment, but I don't know. Oh yeah, well, I forgive you this time. I hope you guys can go. I will talk with Chris, and I will let him know that at 2:00 we need to be in Pryor. Who is all going? No food talk, LOL. Still on IV. Oh man. Hi, Tony. How are you? Let's see. Red Dirt Rooster Road. Hello, how are you? I know I put your I did put their comment, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't read it though.
I didn't read it. I'm sorry. Monty and Michelle, I'm so sorry. We're going to the store tomorrow at 9 a.m. Storm's rolling in Thursday and going to drop lots of snow again. Yep. Tomorrow they said that there's supposed to be like snow and ice and all kinds of stuff, and I don't know when that's going to start. So, yeah. Money Pit Homestead. Hello, how are you? Let's see. I don't want to. Well, of course you're going to go, Johnny. It's JL's. You don't miss opportunity to go JL's. I just didn't know. So, yeah, I'm glad this was mentioned tonight, because I would have never known. And then I've been like, oh, where was the invitation? I'm just kidding. Sometimes Chris works on Saturdays, so I'm glad y'all mentioned it tonight. Passes off Grid a pop. I feel your pain. Been there, done that. Evelyn, great to see ya. I know, it's always great to see you guys in the chat. It's so awesome. I have a little bit of energy right now. Let's see. I'm not going $50 for a few hours. Nah. Oh, man. Come on, Tony.
I will say you're getting a little bit behind.
Andale had a great show tonight. All things chicken. See, I missed it. I was cooking dinner, and then we had the grandbabies tonight with my daughter. She was visiting, and so she stayed till dinner was over, and Chris is taking her home. Sup, YouTube police? Yeah, I know. I did the arms and everything like I'm cool or something, I'm not cool. We got snow today, not rain. Troy sent me a little video and said, this is what I woke up to. And I said, you keep it, but it's, it's all in the weather forecast that we're supposed to get some. I think Dale and Nana, maybe Rainey is Gillums, and Lynn the Okie. I'm not sure about anyone else. Well, that sounds like a great meetup. Yup. Small little get together. Y'all sure y'all ready for this to come around? I mean, we don't know. Well, remember this. I'm in Nevada. You all get it 2 days to a week after me. Snow and wintry mix starting at 3 a.m. where I am. Oof. You stay warm, sister. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, y'all, still being distracted. It's okay. It's all right. That's okay. Christine. Did I miss Christine? Or maybe he's just saying hi, Christine, because, it's Gillum Farms. This is your invitation. I'm like, 2 or 3 minutes behind now?
2.
Johnny, is Christine going to JL's? Hey, that is a good place. We went there. That is some awesome barbecue. Yup. Gonna have to bring a big appetite too. Yup. Sure is. Let's see.
You're 2 minutes behind.
Charlene Grady, hello, how are you? Hey, listen, don't make fun of me. This is what happens. You get to saying hello to everybody, and then you get into conversation. Then you get back into the chat, and then somebody else pops up, like Dale and Nana, 9 Acre Family Farm. Hello, hello. Yeah, someone told me my new calves were not hatching right, Gary. You are cool, Amy. Thank you, Lori. That is so awesome. I'm cool.
Mm-hmm.
Tell my kids that.
Never said you weren't.
Oh, so I'm cool?
I never said
You're way cool. Thanks, Lacey. That is so cute. Sorry, I meant to say hi, Johnny or Christine, or both. Yeah. Amy, not cool. Just bougie, LOL, right?
Bougie, yeah.
It is pouring rain here now. Oh, stay dry, Gingy. Stay dry. Trying to decide on which to make, deer chili or brisket chili. Listen, we had a great dinner tonight. It was delicious. I said, hey, George tastes delicious. Depends on snow. Do what?
I said I'd say deer.
Minus 20 Celsius for us. Woof. Always good to see you, Johnny, says YouTube police. Let's see. Everybody saying hello. I'm still behind, like 2 minutes. Gillum Farms, did you see my last comment? And I bet he already answered. You as well, Gary. The Paul, or hey, Paul. Let's see. I am in South Texas, forecast hot and dry. I guess I'm going to have to pull into, Texas, get the hot weather. Christina's not coming. She is getting ready for our date that night. Ooh, date. That is awesome. How cute is that? A date. You can tell it is an Oklahoma barbecue because they offer smoked bologna. Hey, listen, that stuff is awesome. Farming Nature's Way. Hello. If y'all haven't dropped that link yet, y'all probably have. If y'all haven't, drop that link for Farming Nature's Way.
I don't think they did.
With AK. Let's see. Nana, the school I work is already called school off for tomorrow. Hey, listen, I wish that his school would, because Listen, I don't like driving when it's wet, much less when there's bad weather. The roads are bad. I told my sister in law because she was like, I'm not coming home tomorrow morning. So you're probably going to have to take the kids to school. And I was like, listen, if there's bad weather and it's saying that there's going to be bad weather, you can't go in school. And oh, listen, it didn't like me. Look,
I have to go to tech.
well, I'm just saying, the school. Oh wait, I'm cool, but not too cool to care. I went to ranting, and then it's like, nope, freeze. Whoop, Nana's day off. Let's see. Belt Loop 29 Homestead. This may be a little more appropriate. You are freaking awesome, Amy. Aw, thanks, Chris. That is awesome. We had snow flurries here. Should be changing to ice around 2 a.m. Ugh. That's awesome, Amy. Georgia chili. It was pork roast and those little yellow potatoes and mixed vegetables. Let me tell you, that was delicious. You're awesome, Amy. Thank you, Chris. Let's see. Any relation to Gary? That's too funny. I had to laugh. It was a late laugh, when you tell a joke and then somebody later on is like finally gets it, That's one of those things right there. Yep. I'm the same person. Dell, were those boots on time? Oh, remember, Amy, all the meat at jails come off the bone. I know that. Even the meat I ate today came off the bone. I'm telling you, George was delicious. Really enjoyed your seed planting video. Aw, thank you. I'm so excited about that collaboration. Last year was my first year planting anything. I'm planting different this year. And so I'm pretty excited to see growth. We'll have more raised beds. You are just like your father because you're reading the comments over here.
3 minutes behind.
Shh. Shh. Our schools don't call school off. They just say, okay, we're starting school sooner and going later. You have been warned. Oof. Nope. My kid will be here. Yep. He'll probably steal his Meemaw's truck and take himself to school.
I'll drive myself to school.
Maybe I just don't care if I'm cool. Hey, everybody is cool in this chat. So the buses can drive safer. Yep. Our streets get salted and sanded, then the buses put on chains. Wow.
I wish they did that here.
Shh. They'd probably still mess up with our roads back here.
Well, they don't even come out here.
Nana ain't getting no day off. She has a lot of work to do here. 5 a.m. wake up call for her. What? Sorry, delayed laugh. And here's another one. Troy-CC, Texas. Okay. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Let's see. Yes, I need the Avid. Dell, there's work off and housework. 2 different works. Have a day off from work is good. Let's see. That was a new one for me. Troy-CC, Texas. Let me see. Karma, hello. No, Dale. I bet that's how she said it. No, Dale. I'm cracking the whip. Like, White Rock, Tara. He's cracking the whip like Tara. Come on now. You type way faster than me, Gary. Next week, I need to start my hydroponic seeds. I am excited to see those. Sorry if I missed anybody. I'm old. I'm old too. I got gray hairs and he counts them. Good luck with that, Dale. Sleep in Sister Nana. Careful, Dale. Oh, he's Adventure America. Okay, we all know this guy. Adventure America. It's just another YouTube channel. Nope, I already started a list. How funny. I'm like, let me see. Ooh, I'm almost caught up. I only sent Tara the fogger or the flogger, not the whip. You can't blame me for nothing. Is this on more than one channel? Do I need to open another chat? No, nobody's on panel. Nobody is co-streaming. It's just me. Gray hair is a sign of wisdom. Ooh, see, I'm wise, son. I'm wise. Let me know how that works for you, Dale. Does the list have to? Does the list have Barry Dale? Right. And here goes Avid again. Spelling. Here's the bottom. Okay, just wondering. Much relief. Yep. I'm catching up. I'm catching up.
Are you?
Hello, Karma. Hello, everyone. I love you all. Well, we love you too, Lori Lori prepping for heaven. I love you too, Lori Carp. Our 35 Cornish cross chicks should be here by Friday. Ooh. I have eggs in the incubator. I'm gonna say, I bet you is. I bet you is. Cause I bet, yeah. Whoa, Tony, that is bad. So it's pinned, y'all. Y'all can come up and chat with me. Nope. Well, let me see. What else am I gonna do this week?
Sleep.
Well, of course I'm gonna sleep. Sorry, I'm at work and they don't let me do that. Well, don't get in trouble for, yeah. Walk the dogs in the rain. What I miss. Greg and Donna. Hello, Greg and Donna. Uh-huh. Sure you aren't, Dill. And I'm not scared of my 9 sisters and my mom. Or mother. It's why we wear hard helmets. Ginger, Dell is saying that he's not scared of Nana. And that he's going to crack the whip. I might have to be muted most of the time. Are you going to be ranting like you did on that one live? Yep. Today I spent time and I watched some brand new channels that left a comment on one of my videos. And going through the collaborations, because when you put hashtag survival seeds 2025, boy, all that list comes up, and I haven't heard of some of those people. And let me tell you, when you hear some of the people talk, and I love accents. So one of the ladies is part of the collaboration, and I'm telling you, her garden looks just like something in the movies. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see.
Right there.
I have another 41 eggs on the incubator for someone we all know. I'm going to pull a Johnny. Wait for the video to come out. What? Well, it's not me. I would gladly take some of those. Yeah. What you doing? Hi, Reverend Joe Jacob. I hear kids back there. It's just Greg. I'm driving home and making a quick Sonic stop. Oh, don't tell Jesse you're going to Sonic. Ask Paul about his political opinions. You'll be amazed. Paul's going to give his opinion with the sound on tonight. Get some cheddar peppers. Oh, Sonic. I love me some Sonic. I'm behind, Paul. I'm way behind. Oh. Sweet tea, please, Greg. Smile, Paul.
Just forget it. The ice cream machine's down. I'll just go somewhere else.
Wait, I thought that was McDonald's that only the ice cream machine went down.
Maybe that Sonic's too close to a McDonald's. I don't know. It could be catchy.
Wow.
Yeah, I have some noisemakers in the back, and it could be me some of the time.
You guys need a Whataburger. Easy on the ice. Somebody asked for a drink. Easy on the ice. I do love Whataburger even more. Oh, you just done got Chris. Chris started Whataburger. So what you been up to, Paul?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I had that moment.
This evening, I took my son to Atwood's and got him some pants. He was needing some kind of bad. You know, these kids, they wear stuff out.
Yeah. Yep.
But his has normal wear holes. He don't buy them ones that's got them holes already pre-made, you know.
Oh, like the kind of jeans I'm wearing right now.
Actually, he said, I didn't think about it, but we should have asked him up the front if I couldn't just trade these in and leave them on the rack, the $71 ones, while we're picking up the $12 ones.
Oh, Whataburger patty melt with fries. Tim Mason. Hello, Tim Mason.
We actually had a really strange occurrence here today. One of my replacement heifers didn't come in whenever I fed him this morning. Of course, so I go driving out in the pasture looking for her, and I thought she'd hurt her foot, but it was cold. She was up and would move, so I left her alone, decided that afternoon I'd go and see what I could do about getting her up to where we could doctor on her. And when I went back in the afternoon to look at her, I determined she dislocated her shoulder.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you know what that means?
No.
We eat her. That's what that means.
Oh no.
There's no fixing that. And so
Hi, Bowen.
you don't even need to take them to the vet for that kind of thing. So I got a mobile processor supposed to show up in the morning and pick her up. I hope.
Oh man.
It's going to be a really sorry day to be a mobile processor tomorrow, though. It's supposed to be snowing the whole time he said he was going to come here.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, I was planning on taking one of those to freezer camp. I'm trying to get all the beef that I've got in our freezer used up, and we're almost there. But right now, most of the butcher shops are still about 3-4 weeks, a month out on dates, last I'd heard. And so I was kind of waiting around thinking it won't be all that bad of a deal if we actually run out of meat. We can buy some until we get it. But it looks like it'll happen quicker than that.
Xander's asking, want to send some to me, Paul?
Well, it's one of those things where sweet disasters. I talk really nice to the rest of them. I'm like, hey, do y'all remember that heifer, number 8, that messed up her shoulder? She's part of supper tonight, and so if you don't want to be invited to supper that way, stay on the straight and narrow.
Yeah. I told Chris earlier when he called, I was like, Trey's sister, Crystal, she hadn't been in chat for a little bit, but Crystal would be so upset because George was very delicious tonight.
Yeah, I heard you talking about it. That's the same way my dad describes my cattle when he drives by them on the road. He said they look delicious.
Oh no. Johnny said he was driving down the road and saw a neighbor's cow had a broken front lower leg.
Well, that's what I thought was the matter with this one. I thought she just had something in her hoof or something. But when I got to looking at her, when I tried to drive her away from the little clump of trees she was standing in, her shoulder sticks out a little farther than normal, and her whole leg is just nothing but stiff. She don't, and if she does anything, she drags it to where her ankle knuckles dragging behind. It's just one of those things. It happens, and we try to deal with it the best we can. Try not to waste any of it. And she won't be like a butcher steer that you fattened up. She's not going to weigh probably 800 pounds. So, but with her being that young, the meat will be really tender. It'll be really. I've butchered several of them that size in the past, and it works.
Yes, Genesis. Sup, everyone? Still thawing out. Flatbedding and 20 below today. That's chilly. And Dale said that he may not make it to JL's with his dad's surgery.
Oh, yeah. And I know that they're calling for more snow up Dale's way than what they are here where I'm at. They're saying that we're going to have 1 to 3 inches of sleet or snow.
We'll just have to see over here.
We've had times whenever it was this time of the year when we had like 7 inches of sleet on top of the roof of my chicken farm here. That was a mess. It bent some of the ends of my trusses down. Took it forever to go away too. 9
Bye, Belt Loop.
Dale says. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Right, Mav?
Hi.
Her name's Amy. You want to say hi to Amy? That's all you get.
Okay.
What did
That's all right.
Away?
Pork chops. Judy. Hello, Judy. You're never late. It's never late when you're on this live. Xander called it first. Tony, get in line. Dale's saying hi. Can you say hi to Dale?
Oh, say hey, Farmer Dale. No.
Nope.
Maverick's not having any of it.
Yeah.
He's hiding underneath my name. What are you doing down there?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Can you see you on there? Oh, bye.
And he's gone. He's gone. He's like, I don't know this lady. Oh, we had a winter storm warning. Was supposed to get 3 to 4 inches. Only got 1.5.
The good part about what they're saying is we're going to get is that it's not going to stay cold very long. We've got kind of up and down temperatures for a few days, but whatever we get won't stay around a long
time. Does anyone write their family tree in their Bibles anymore?
I can't get a Bible that lasts that good. I mean, if I get 5 years out of a Bible and it's not already falling apart like this, we've really done something.
Mm-hmm.
But
He
mine
said,
is,
I bet that little guy likes meat on the bone, Amy.
we had chili for supper, so all of our meat didn't have bones in it.
Mm.
Do you
He's
like ribs?
writing mine. He's writing
You like
his in one now.
He likes ribs,
Oh, he likes ribs.
barbecued ribs,
Well,
pork chops on the bone.
mm-mm.
Yeah, T-bone steak. He thinks he'd like T-bone steak too. Sorry, Amy,
Oh,
you're out on your own here.
I know. I'm all by myself, all by
That's
my
all right.
lonesome.
That smoked bologna don't have no bone in it.
Oh, that sounds so delicious. I haven't had any in a long time.
I smoke some once in a while for my daughter-in-law. She just really likes it, and we'll get. I used to get the whole roll because it was reasonable. $20 for a roll of bologna.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it crazy?
It is. That's kind of crazy, but we get it anyway, and we really enjoy it when we have it. But boy, it seems to go away pretty quick because, yeah.
I prefer my meat on the plate. That replacement wasn't bred, was she, Paul?
No, we don't turn the bull with them until May.
Yes, it is. Xander says, our family tree looks more like roots on a tree, all over the place and way too big. Who all is coming to JL Saturday? Let me talk to Chris, because Chris, I just got invited today. I just got the invite today. So I got to ask Chris, and he's not here. So yeah. We all know Johnny's going to be there. Miss Christine is going to be getting really pretty, so she's not going to, like, really, really pretty. She's going to go on a date with Johnny. So she's not going to be at the barbecue place. Odell, I forgot I was going to do that. Yeah. She gonna be getting ready for a date. Johnny's taking Christine on a date, y'all. Look, Sean and Kelly said they should be there.
Cool. I'm planning on being there. I think Anita will go with me because she never misses an opportunity to not cook.
How fast can she make a cup?
Hmm.
How fast can she make a cup?
Intriguing.
I'll bring the money.
You have her email?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You said it before.
It's acneeter@gmail.com. It's the best way to get a hold of her. Mm-hmm. She hadn't got Trey's stuff made yet, but he hadn't started complaining yet either. So I told her that he would complain when it got really bad and that she should get it done then. But she's having a little bit of trouble figuring out how to do something on his. He was wanting the what do you call the little code? The little square code. He's wanting that on him, and she couldn't figure out exactly how to do that yet.
Huh.
So she's going to have to do a little toying around with how to get that to work. I know she can print it on there, but how to print it on there where you can scan it and it'll work is a different thing. So
Judy is going to be a great grandma in August. Congratulations, Judy.
Good deal, Greg. Or Greg and Donna's going to be there. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday, my helper Kevin and I made 6 raised bed garden boxes.
Say that again. What? Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What did you say just now?
Yesterday, my helper Kevin and I made 6 raised bed garden boxes. And so I've got some of those for sale. Or trade.
Ooh.
Trade. Got my That would be Johnny. That would be my every video is a struggle bus.
I gotta get Dirt to fill mine. Okay, listen. I just heard raised bed garden boxes, and I was like, wait a minute. I think I heard that.
Yep.
And then I was like, whoop, reverse. What did you say?
Well, I made a couple and sent to Christine, and then I figured out that the size on those was not probably really awesome. Those were 4 foot across, and if you sit down on the edge of it and then try to reach over, when you get past 2 foot, it becomes a little uncomfortable. So, the new size we were making, and so they'll be a little bit lighter. You can actually handle them some. Is 3 foot by 5 foot and 18 inches deep. 18 inches is a hair taller than a 5-gallon bucket.
Nice. You are not barking at anybody. Calm down. She hears your kids. And she thinks there's kids playing out there, so she's barking. Well, come sit
So
down.
basically, her dog is stupid.
Somebody got home.
I have that kind of dog.
And I'm going outside to smoke because I just sat in the car for an hour with your daughters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's what I thought about the 3 foot by 5 foot. Not only the 18-inch part, you'd be able to sit on the edge of it and work most of it if you need to. But we use a cattle panel across the back of ours to be able to run our vining stuff up on that. Sometimes we've actually made our tomatoes crawl up that. But 3 of them is the same size as one cattle panel. So
okay.
We have to put that up around ours to keep the dog out of it.
Do you want to go to a we got the invitation just
I
now.
know, I was watching.
Oh, okay.
Or
So
listening
I'm
to it.
asking you, are we gonna go to JL's in Pryor at 2:00 on Saturday?
Sure.
Okay, y'all got the answer. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's
Sure.
up, Chris?
What's up?
You gonna drive the truck?
No. Ugh.
He thought he was gonna go smoke.
Well, I am. Just in a minute. No, I would like to drive my truck up there, but it's acting stupid. I think the crappy batteries smoked my alternator, or maybe the alternator is what smoked my batteries. I don't know. You know how usually the 3 parts that go together kind of go out together: the starter, the alternator, and the batteries.
Yeah.
Starter was 2 years ago, and now the batteries, and probably because of the alternator. So, yeah, that or the glow plugs. I don't know. It's beginning to get on my nerves because I put 2 new batteries in it, and it started up just fine. But then I drive it around a little bit, come home the next day, it won't start. So I think the alternator's not charging the batteries. But
Shut up.
Do you have a local rebuilder that tests those for you?
well, there's parts houses that you can take them to test them, and
Yeah.
there's a place in Tulsa that we've always taken our stuff to get rebuilt, like alternators and starters, and it's what is it called? Friction Products in Tulsa.
Drops Family
They're
Garden.
the ones like you can have them turn rotors or rebuild, stuff like that.
Drops wants to know what kind of diesel it is.
It's an international diesel.
Well, technically, you could call it an international diesel because they do have a production facility in Mexico and Canada and Wisconsin. So that's 3 countries.
The original 6.9 and 7.3s were built by International, but International Harvester did not put their insignia on them anywhere. And I don't know whether Ford required them to be that way, or they were so embarrassed about that motor that they wouldn't put their name on it. But the original 6.9s and 7.3s were built by International Harvester.
You have 2 questions in
No,
here.
Johnny, I do not smell overcharged battery smell. And they're not dead, Tony. They're just low enough that they won't start the stupid thing. If I bring the truck down here and jump it, it goes. But it's just, I think when I'm driving it around, it's not charging the batteries like it's supposed to.
Yeah, and they have to have a little bit of power to run.
Yeah.
Keep that solenoid turned on that pump.
Are you going to answer Drops family's question of what kind of diesel
Oh,
it is?
I was getting there, and then
Oh, okay.
Paul made a joke. No, it's. I'm just gonna put this disclaimer on there. If you watched my video,
There you go. There you
they
go.
know. But it's a '94 Ford 1-ton, and he's gonna say something about Ford, and I don't care.
Ooh, $230 later.
Well, that's because yours is a newer 7.3. My older 7.3 is not that big a whoop.
Voltage regulator.
I believe that'll all be in the alternator.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I smoked a multimeter today, Dale. I did. Hooked it up to something that was 12 volts DC to measure the ohms in it, I guess. Woo, them wires got hot. End fell off of one of them.
Hi, Kevin. Word up. Hi, Tuber Chat, Kevin. Yeah, voltage regulator. Depending on who made the truck, it could also be a computer.
It's not a computer.
No,
No, absolutely wrong.
That one there don't talk to you. Sorry.
Yeah, mine doesn't have anything resembling a computer.
Thank you so much. Hot wire there. And it says Ford's and have heated
Oh,
tailgates
come
so
on.
you don't freeze
Oh,
your
come
hands
on.
pushing them. Oh gosh.
Well, I could drops, but my starter probably wouldn't like that too much.
You know, the crazy part about them car batteries, like what your truck would take, the higher cranking amp ones are really stupid expensive, but you can go get 2 semi truck batteries at a local place to me here for like 100 or 110 a piece, and they're 1,000 cranking amps a piece. They just won't fit. They don't fit nothing. They make them where they got that bolt-on post, which is weird.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing the upgrade on the wires, the big wires under the hood for the battery and everything, from the battery to the battery and the battery to the starter and the battery, all the big, gigantic wire. Think about switching it out with welding wire anyway, just because it's better. I mean, stranded is better, but the more strands you get, it's even better than that. So,
Yep. He has 2 batteries. And what year is yours, babe?
94.
It's a 1994.
94 was a good year.
Yeah, it was.
I graduated college that year, and my oldest son was born that year. It was a really good year, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Got married in 94. Well, it was looking up for a while.
$460 later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, batteries aren't cheap anymore.
Turns angry.
Turns angry.
That's the kind of talk I know about. Like, that wasn't too terribly hateful. It started, but it complained a little.
Well, it's a good thing Jennifer is not in the chat because she would
needs that car part.
JS, what kind of Pete you got?
94 Fords.
That
great years.
I bet that's just a normal thing for a semi truck to have 4 of them thousands in it.
Right.
But the killer is the old International truck we've got for a log truck, and that one Kodiak that I was using. We've been using one of those 1,000 cranking amp batteries on them.
Let's take the alternator off and take to part stores. They should be able to test it. And then Dale says, okay, never mind. I'm done.
I heard you, Dale. And yes, I have a voltmeter. Problem is, it won't start. I got to jump it to start, and then I get angry, and then I'm done. So, yeah, I'd have to jump it off again to start it to test the stupid alternator. And it gets dark when I go to work, and it's dark when I come home from work. And winter sucks.
I thought it was just Monday. Apparently, it's Tuesday too.
Yeah. I know.
Wait. I don't know. I don't understand these questions.
Well, he's asking two different things. He's asking about the engine and then a transmission. It could be an IDI diesel and a C6 transmission. It's neither, but I mean that question don't make a whole lot of sense.
Oh, okay.
IDI is the International Harvester non-turbo diesel they put in early '94, but then the C6 makes no sense because he's asking which is it, this motor or this transmission? It could be both,
Winter does suck.
But it's neither.
but it's neither. Yeah, it could be both, but it's actually neither. No, it's the late '94 they started when they actually rolled out their in-house Power Stroke turbo diesel, and it has the 5-speed. It's a standard.
See, the one I had was a 94 IDI that had a turbo on it. And it said it was something they ordered from the factory that way. It wasn't, a lot of the add-on stuff was Banks on those. This one was a Solar brand turbo.
Now the starter's not bad. I had it rebuilt. It's not the starter. Incorrect. My diesel does not have a computer in it.
Not in 1994.
Not in '94, you didn't.
Well,
I don't even have an OBD2 port to put to test anything.
Wait a minute. On the gas ones back then, they did have a brain that made them fire. That may be what.
But that's just a block of relays. That's not even really what I would consider a brain.
Yeah.
Look,
It's not a microchip computerized brain. At the very most, mine has a relay block.
I doubt if yours has it being a diesel, though.
No.
Hi. Look. Okay. Say hi, Paul.
Stop, Jingle. You're hurting me.
Evelyn says hi. Oh, Dale says emu.
There's the emu.
Baby emu. Baby emu.
He's been saying Papa.
Well, yeah.
He got a haircut.
Smart kid. Yep, I'm right here.
Hi.
Want to have Papa?
You got a short somewhere if all that other stuff is good.
When I was running, I had 3 different ones of those Ford diesel pickups that was that age or older. I never could get but 2 years out of a set of batteries. That was the part that was most disgusting to me. I was always having to put new batteries in one of them, and they did get started, and they were not drive around town pickups. They got used.
Marissa.
Whoops. Whoops.
He wants to play with the mouse. Do you want to play with the mouse?
Whoops.
Marissa. Dell says, hey, Smoky Toes, I hear you.
Hi, Dale.
I'd almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Smoky Toes. Hey, babies. Where's Papa? Huh?
Hey, Marissa.
Yes.
if you get cold and you're about to freeze your toes off, you could just replace them with some of these.
I'm done with you.
Yeah.
I don't even know you, and I'm already done with you.
Maybe you do. Maybe I've just growed this beard so people think I'm Santa Claus.
Look, my son's like, huh? Him and his little belly.
Tastier.
Look at his teeth. You can see his teeth. first.
Tastier.
Tastier
LOL.
toes. You could have tastier toes if they came out of a can.
My man will eat him.
No, did you just say your man will eat them? That's gross.
Well, Amy, I want to tell you, these are not decoration in my house. These
Those look gross.
are logger lunch in my place. Hey,
Jill said he'll take the can.
did you did you guys see that picture of surf and turf redneck Valentine's Day? Surf and turf. It was a can of Vienna sausages and a can of sardines.
Gross.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
She told James that y'all could George, and he was so confused and thought other people on.
Buck $25 store has bigger cans of those. LOL.
Here's my shirt.
Yeah, that's your shirt. Those things smell like stinky, sweaty feet.
Wow, there's
Hi, what are you looking at?
This thing says
Two
that
paw.
this thing says that a serving is half the can.
What?
Yeah,
you doing? Why you
it
want
says a
these
serving
out?
is half the can. I'm like,
Why you want these
who
out?
opens these and eats half of them?
I know, right?
Y'all like his blue outfit?
There's Angie. Say hi, Angie.
You know Angie.
Say
Angie
hi,
put you to sleep.
Oh, are you saying hi
Where's Angie? Where is that?
with Tony?
I know that.
Good one. Good one. You go, Amy. High five.
Where are they? I need to go.
When he's good.
Man, that makes me want to get some smoked bologna Saturday.
You show me your teethers? You got four.
You got 4 teethers
2 at the bottom and 2 at the top.
with Tony? LOL. Well, she asked, where does Angie live? Well, she lives with Tony.
I'm just saying, how far is she?
About, what, an hour and a half? 2?
They're just north of Oklahoma City, aren't they?
Yeah. Something like that.
Down past
Yeah. So, bunny teeth. Bunny teeth.
Why'd you
You
get
got
another bag?
the bunny teeth. Yeah, they're about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away. Yeah. In Meemaw's freezer in the on the back porch. Why do you keep looking at me all funny? Why do you keep looking at me funny?
Northeast
Yeah.
of the big
Northeast
city.
of the city. Of the city.
The place where they have all the tornadoes. Tony's just by there.
I know, isn't he? He's so smiley. Tell Tony to bring you to JL Saturday. Angie, did you hear that?
Angie.
The triplets' teeth will be coming in soon. Ugh, I'm not ready for those cranky nights. So this is a 6-hour live, and you and I'll see you in 3 hours. Yeah. Boom. What's that?
Why is that not going up?
Because it's together, I think. Oh.
Yeah.
He wants to get you, Papa.
Well,
You see his cute little haircut? He looks so grown.
you ain't grown.
I found some
You
funny
ain't
info
growed.
about the 14th, Dale. Uh-oh. What is JL's, Johnny? Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh.
Oh. Them's fighting words.
There's people over in Georgia whose mouth is watering because we're mentioning JLs. That's all.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Man,
he wanted to just shut it all down.
Push the button and watch me go.
Does the starter contain 2 parts on the truck? I have no idea.
What two parts?
Let me see. Can somebody drop JS Genesis link in the comment section?
Yeah,
Right,
they bought it when they was in Oklahoma. It's just ways from their ranch, if I remember right.
You are a wiggle worm. Just a wiggle worm. Just a wiggle worm.
Hey, William, lick your finger and stick it in Granny's ear.
No.
Look at the way he was laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Dig it.
Yeah,
I know.
I got it.
Yeah. Boys at that age can't sit down. They cannot. No.
He's going and going and going and going.
Hi.
I got it.
So-
Thanks,
so-
guys.
What do you want to do?
Can you keep them occupied while I go give her some meat?
Keep who occupied.
Our people on the live.
You want him to
I can probably click on stuff and then just share the screen, and they can just watch what we watch. I'm good. Go away.
But look at the company, Tony.
I'm not gonna miss you if you never go away.
I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back.
See how she threatens me?
Yeah, I thought that was a promise. It was a threat.
Yeah.
Listen, I watch replay, so you better watch your mouth.
Well, now that Amy's gone,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
Subtle. Real subtle.
What you doing?
I think
Nobody
I
wants to talk to me.
recognize that forehead.
Whatever. Nobody wants to
wants to
talk
talk.
to you. It's like a meetup with great food.
Right? And it's fun anytime we go hang out with them.
Yeah, I know.
So
It's like we're part of the cool people.
we're at the cool kids table.
Hey, last time we went to JL's, they even let me sit with them.
Wow.
I knew it wasn't the cool kids table because I got to sit there.
I know. They feel bad for me.
Well, love and sympathy's real close. You know?
Yeah. They feel sorry for her because she's married to me.
It's like bless
No.
your heart or
They
bless your
feel
heart.
sorry for you because you're married to me. You're the cool kid in this relationship.
It's probably mostly the beard.
Yeah, I think that's what makes you cool.
You're so full of it. I can't say on here what, but something.
Bologna sauce.
Yeah, bologna juice.
Bologna
that.
sauce. The initials are BS. But so is Bible studies. So
Yeah.
Get up here. Okay.
Okay.
You gonna grab your phone, Mama?
Oh, cool. The baby's
Yeah.
coming back.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's me.
All right.
Just kidding. It's cool, baby.
Everybody on that left-hand screen there has the same last name. Forever. They won't get married and change it. Well, I hope not. Don't do that. When you grow up, don't do that.
You keep it in the last name. Yeah, you keep it in the last name. Where's Papa's hand? Why are you staring at me? What is your problem?
Yeah.
You got to talk to the people on the live.
Oh, looky. Your mom leaves and bam.
Whoa!
Dale.
What in the world?
What up, Delbert? Hey, don't be pushing buttons again.
Hi,
You know what? Come here.
How's it going, Dale?
it's going. How about you?
I haven't tried mine. You got Papa now.
Yeah.
There's Dale. No, you can't have the mouse. Leave the mouse alone.
I
Dale.
Hi,
feel
William.
Look right here at Dale.
Hi, William, the emu.
Dale. Dale.
You said, Papa, you're talking. That's all that matters.
Dale. No, he just keeps eyeballing this mouse. He wants to mouse something fierce.
Hey, it's a toy.
Yup. Yup.
I think he let you have it. You raise your eyebrows just a little bit more, William.
He looks so good with his little haircut.
Yeah.
Oh, can I have it?
He does look very good. Hi,
Hey, man.
Angie.
How's that song go? And every girl's crazy about a sharp dressed man.
What? And he finally got his little Bobby's World thing over here that was like this for like half his life now. Finally laid down.
Like this little boy at our church this Sunday, he got in there. He's about, what is he, 3 or 4? He's big enough to walk around, talk, carry on conversation with you. He always sits right in front of us at church. And this Sunday morning, he come up there and I said, hey, Benny, what you doing? And he just talking, jabbering and talking away to me. I said, how you get that cow to lick your head every morning? Every morning that cow licks your head in that same spot. I said, is that cow's name Fred? And he just, nope. I said, is it Mary Moo Cow? Yep, Mary Cow. And then away he went.
Well, unfortunately, generally what happens at church stays at church. So we have this saying when you go to church camp with us that what happens at camp stays at camp.
Hopefully not. Hopefully some of that comes back with them.
Right? I was thinking the same thing. I was like, some of that
it
needs
was
to go
weird
home.
on our church. Yeah, a lot of it does anymore. It was weird at our church Sunday. We all got there and our preacher wasn't there because he got the bid that starts with the T. And his wife has influenza A. So his house was like X-nayed. So we had a whole different service.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like it when
Wildman, what's going on?
something kind of weird when you're the pastor and you're even if you're there but you're not doing the preaching, you get questions later in the week like, now you are preaching Sunday, right?
Yep.
And I don't think it's because I'm that fantastic of a preacher. I think it's because they're like, we know there'll be a time when we might be able to sleep or something. I don't
They know how you preach and exactly how long they could take a cat nap before they have to wake up because it's like, final worship song or, Palmetto Paratrooper, welcome in.
How do you confuse a preacher? Ask them what 300 Bibles they use. Which of the 300? They won't confuse me. I use the New King James.
That all kind of goes by your denomination of your church. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of Baptists that are using the American Standard, or they got another one that they like. But I learned a lot of the scripture I learned when I was a youngster out of the King James Bible. And if you go to quoting it and you're reading it, or you're reading along in the Bible, if you're reading scripture aloud and your Bible goes somewhere else, you go automatically back to that you learned when you was a youngster,
Yeah.
which really messes people up that's trying to read out of the same Bible as you. So I just stick with what I know.
I'm either gonna be in it or I'm gonna be in an NIV. One of the two. You know.
Who's
But-
looking at?
That's just kind of
Just look at
where I'm at right now, you know.
8. You have about 8 different ones, Palmetto. That's all right. No, I don't think there's any requirement. You don't even have to eat when you get there if you don't want to, but you'd be
Right.
missing out. I'm just hoping the weather don't mess us up.
Well, you know, they've already called Nana's school. They've already canceled it, the K through 12. They've already canceled the K through 12 in the town where I teach at, but they haven't called the college yet, which I told the wife, I'm like, it's kind of premature when I look out the window and there is nothing out there right now.
Man, yeah,
literally
it's
cold,
45.
but
It's 45 degrees.
Well, no, it's way colder than that here. It's in the 20s, low 20s already.
Well, you're
Yeah.
further north.
And when I headed home from work, yeah. Oh, 29 where you're at, Paul?
Yeah, that's it on Joplin, but that's pretty close to us. But we are having a little bit of drizzle that's freezing on everything already.
Lisa said, yeah, it's 23. Feels like 13 here right now. So,
you.
and I had that drizzle when I left. When I left from the college, I called up Lisa. She was over with the granddaughters, and I said, "What are you doing?" Well, their mom just got here. I said, "Then you need to get in your vehicle and head home because my windshield's already froze clear over from that mist ice stuff, and that
Yeah.
was at like 4:00 here."
That kind of stuff can make it pretty slick, even on our chip and seal roads. We have some problems when it's like
Yeah.
that for very long, and half of overnight will be 35. What's your feels like?
27.
27.
27. Listen here, Bowen. I am not no borderline Yankee.
He's so far north he don't even know which side he fought for in the war. Hey,
Listen,
years ago, I used to frequent the let's see, the name of that site was a Forestry Forum, and they had a guy that was coming over from Australia to give a demonstration of a swing blade mill. It was actually a portable mill, but it had a blade on it that would cut this direction, and then when you come back, you could turn it
On that right quick.
and
Yep.
a friend of mine through the Forestry Forum that lived down at Shoto, and I drove over to Mississippi to see this deal work. And they fed us. And I was sitting around a bunch of them guys that I'd chatted back and forth with on the Forestry Forum. And one of them, whose name was Don K, that's all I ever knew him by. His avatar was the donkey off of Shrek. You know, Donkey.
donkey.
He looked me right.
donkey.
We're sitting here eating these chicken running gears that have been smoked, and he looked me right in the eye and he said, "Now, where are you from?" And I told him, I said, "From the very northwest corner of Oklahoma." He says, "Well, you're not really Southern, then, are you?" Oh, way more Southern than Minnesota. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Hi, Kevin.
And I'm going to just say this, Bowen. I know what you're saying, but geographically, you're way farther north than what I am.
I
Because
don't
I'm
think you're
like in the southeast corner of Kansas, too.
Bye. You gonna stay? Just kidding.
gonna-
You ain't got
I don't
nothing
think
to
you're
say.
gonna get a successful fight picked with him tonight.
You got it?
He's too happy.
Uh-huh.
He's too happy.
You got to see Papa and Gigi.
Well, hello, Dale. I'm back.
Well, hello there, Amy.
He was just coming up because you're gone. He's probably leaving now.
Yeah.
Dale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, y'all.
Well,
I gotta,
I might have a story here in a minute.
Hey, I told a good one the other night. I was sitting there listening to all these other guys talk about growing stuff, and I said, "Do any of you grow strawberries?" And they said, "Yeah, we grow strawberries." And I said, "Well, I have always heard people say you ought to put horse manure on your strawberries." And I tried that, but I'm going back to Cool Whip.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh,
That ain't right.
ridiculous. Here, come say bye. Come say bye. Come say see you
Nearly
later.
as good as Cool Whip, you know. what I
No.
mean?
Bye.
Bye,
Say bye.
Brendan.
say bye-bye. Look,
Say
go like
bye-bye.
this. Say
Oh, he said bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Did you hear?
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, he's
Bye-bye.
looking at y'all. He's not looking at Dell and all
Look,
them.
say bye-bye.
Oh, he's telling Mom bye.
Uh-huh, he
He's
did.
gonna
He
say
said
bye.
bye.
Bye, Mom.
Hi, Dale.
I guess
Bye. Hi, Smoky Toes.
How are you?
I'm just fine, Marissa plus 14.
14 is crazy. I
Just
ain't even made it
crazy.
past one.
All right.
Okay, you gotta go, Mama.
Watch. I found a
said
perfect
bye-bye?
way to make him laugh. Watch.
He's ticklish.
Say Papa.
I can hold him with my hand and then tickle him with my pinky. And he's just, oh,
He said
my
no.
Lord.
Well, I don't know about Marissa, but she does make an awful cute little one.
You know, I
He said what?
always
He
heard
said you
I
make a
heard
cute
that.
baby.
Oh.
what my dad used to always tell my older sisters when they had kids and like, you know, Chelsea and Michaela and all that. My dad would talk about how pretty his granddaughters are and all this good stuff. And he's like, I don't understand how you put stagnant pond water and raw sewage and you come out with Evian.
Yeah, I don't either.
But yeah, and I never understood that completely until my grandkids showed up. And it's like, yeah. I get
Oh,
that. I get that a little bit. I get that a little bit better now.
My mom used to tell everybody. She used to work in this gas station restaurant. She managed it. And of course, so she talked to everybody in the county, you know, bye you kids. And
Be careful.
she used to tell everybody that come in there, she's like, you know, you always thought your kids were perfect, but you know your grandkids are. And I'm like, Mom, that's not very nice. Then I had a pair. Oh, I agree
Right.
100%.
Well, yeah.
If I could have skipped the kids and went to the grandkids, oh, put me in, coach.
Well, it doesn't work that way because grandkids are the reward for not killing your children.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And no matter how hard you want to try to keep from it, you will eventually wish you had killed your children. You may have to wait until you get to the point of ready to retire and realize you don't have any retirement. And if you had just killed your children 20 years ago, you'd get 3 hots and a cot. But
Is that the first time?
Oh,
Right
that's
now.
kind of like the
no, that's a big one right there. Look at that.
that's a big gift.
Wow, 10. He said the same thing he said the other live. Thank you, Drops. That was,
That was very nice.
Yeah. That was nice.
Who got what?
yeah, you're going to have to let me know who got it.
I ain't got to do nothing.
Oh, Avid's been a member for a month. Dale, how long have you been a member?
I have no idea.
Have you ever seen that movie Sandlot? Forever.
Forever.
It
That's
may
a
have
good
lapsed
movie.
and I didn't know it at one point. But it's been a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll look.
Oh,
TJ,
man,
I think. What?
Ryder.
Ryder got one? Oh, RNC Acres. He goes, oh.
Our Mountain Home.
7 months. That's how long Dale's
7
been.
months.
7 months.
Rainy Ridge, Alpha Fisher, Southern Blessed Homestead.
Well, I can tell you, like them grandkids, I mean, they're where it's at. They really are.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
love my kids.
Yes.
I tell my
And
kids all the time, having kids was cool. Being pawpaw blows that crap right out the water.
oh yeah.
Oh, thank you. Karma's been a member for a month. Thank
Love it.
you. On the insurance, they're waiting for the police report is what they're waiting on. And so yeah, it's still in the works.
Ooh, that made me think of something. I don't remember if I talked about it on your live or not, but this past week, a channel that I watch, their family has two channels. They're in Tennessee. One of them is A Little Southern Brothers, and the other channel is Backwoods TN. Those guys farm and log, and they're all about family. And a tornado come by and blowed their hay barn and all of the roof off their sawmill. It didn't hurt their house or anything, and nobody got
Very
hurt.
sad for that.
So they were very well protected. But I was watching the video they put out of them out there trying to clean some stuff up, and I thought, well, I'm going to comment that I've been praying for them since I'd heard about it. And I was reading their comments, and somebody said, well, I hope you had good insurance. And the mom of that group had responded, well, we thought we had insurance that covered this, but we found out we didn't. And so they didn't. It's going to be a total loss on their barn.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, put a video out about it, Avid. Yeah, that's I know some other people that's happened to. They thought like outlying buildings and stuff like that when we had the tornado outbreak here last year were covered, and they weren't. And it wasn't me because I didn't really have any damage from that kind of stuff. But
Oh, look at Raider go.
you know, I didn't think I had any damage from that tornado that come through, but I have noticed now, several months later, I got 10 on barns that when the wind blows just the right direction, I can hear
Flapping a little bit.
Yeah. So
the other channel those guys have is A Little Southern Brothers, and that'll be the one that you can see their storm damage on. They had a barn, and it was kind of sitting on a hill, and I don't suppose they are used to the kind of winds you get in Oklahoma or Kansas, but it had posts that were 6x6 treated pine. I don't know how tall they were, but they were just snapped off.
Oh yeah.
Has anybody heard any news on Annabor? I have not.
I didn't really know anything was going on. I mean, I know the channel name, but
right.
I
I know the channel name, but I didn't know that. Maybe I did, but I missed it.
Well, if you guys ever cease hearing from me, I might have moved on, to greener pastures. I'm ready. I've got my house all in order. I ain't worried about that.
For that mansion over the hill.
I'm actually, I'm thinking with all the preaching and telling people about Jesus that I've done, that I'm probably just going to get a pup tent pitched somewhere that I'd be able to walk to all the locations I need to go. It'll still
be greater than any mansion on this side.
Who cares if I got a house up there? I'm just going to be visiting other people.
That's right.
So if you get there, expect to see a visitor. Just saying.
Yep. I plan on visiting.
She said it was not a heart attack.
Going to the cardiologist.
She's going to the cardiologist.
There you go.
My house actually has a church in it. Cool.
Cool.
I have a friend that has a house in his church.
I know another one like that.
I do. There's a church in Quapaw the Highway Tabernacle. They built it into an old grocery store, and it's
Hi,
big.
Heather.
The parsonage is inside. Hey, look at this here. I'm ready for the winter storm coming.
I like it.
I can
And
put
with
up.
that on, you kind of look like Cartman, by the way.
Thank you. Let me try that.
Thank you.
Maybe if I make it poofier and like that, it actually looks like I might have been a conehead in an earlier
That's
life.
right. Oh, now I'm jealous of that right there. Look at
There
that
we go.
hoodie.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of jealous
That's
of that hat. Man, if you had one of those stocking hats and that hoodie, you would be styling and profiling. Just saying.
Hey,
You'd be way better than that halftime show the other night.
I got to tell you, a very generous person that's in our group made those and sent them to me. And her name is conveniently the Yarn Czar.
Yep. Rebecca. Touched my
She, she's awesome.
Rebecca.
I can say.
Sweet Rebecca. She sent me a camo one. We've probably got 4 hats from Rebecca, that we won or she first made us. And I'm telling you, I don't know if you've wore it out yet, but that is the warmest stocking hat I've probably ever worn my whole life. Like my head's wet, clear
It is
off.
smoking hot.
Yes.
No, it ain't been out of the house since it come out of the package.
It's almost warm to the point where you can't hardly wear it unless it's just stupid cold.
Yeah.
Because if it's just like kind of cold, it's too warm.
And then because once
it
your
works.
head starts sweating, then you are cold. It's kind of like
Right.
those people who try to put on 2 pairs of socks with their boots. You're way better off to not do that because then your feet start sweating and then your toes really are cold. Why are you laughing? Does your husband do something like that? The man with the heated vest? I mean, he should be plenty warm enough.
I am warm enough. That's the whole point.
Warm heart.
Oh, I thought it was always cold hands, warm heart.
Yeah, my hands ain't cold either.
You got heated gloves.
Battery powered vest, warm heart.
And no, I don't have heated gloves. I just have cold weather gloves.
My dad has had all that chemo, for his cancer. And part of that is like your extremities get extremely cold.
Uh-huh.
His feet and hands get extremely cold. He used to never wear gloves in the winter and stuff. And I actually him and I talked about getting some heated gloves, and he got a pair of knockoff ones, but he says the same thing about them. He said they get so hot that then his hands start sweating and then they really do get cold, I'm like, well, Dad, you can turn them off. But
So if I put ground pepper in my shoes, does that make me have spicy dancing feet?
you got spicy feet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who was it? Lori's Prepping for Heaven said sprinkle ground pepper in your shoes.
Well, I can tell you this. I would make sure that I didn't take off and on my pants if I put spicy pepper in my shoes. I would make sure that because that might get into places you don't want spicy pepper to be.
Yeah, you might not want that just anywhere.
Hi, Johnny.
Howdy.
So
How's everybody doing?
Good.
well,
Good, good.
above ground. So
Very good.
Yeah.
The spicy pepper thing. I seen a short the other day where this guy, somebody had told him if he'd rub these habanero on his, and you have to cut them in half and rub that on your bags under your eyes. The bags under your eyes will go away. And I watched this guy do that, and I'm like, you're so stupid. You don't even know which way's up, do you? And
No.
of course, he does it. He rubs that on both sides, and then he goes, oh, wow, that burns a little. And then he starts cussing uncontrollably. I don't know.
And then the next day he had blisters underneath his eyes.
Wow.
You can't.
My
So
fix
wife
everybody
tried
out there
something
saying
new.
howdy.
Johnny, you'll like this.
Oh.
Blackberry Dr. Pepper.
Blackberry Dr. Pepper. Well,
What?
I'm having my I think I've got that red dye, you know, that dye that they're going to get rid of. Red
that
dye
evil
with
red
water.
dye.
So,
Yeah.
so you're not going to drink that, are you, Johnny? You're going to put it up so it's worth more later when there's no more,
Well,
there's no
yeah,
more red dye.
probably worth something on it. Right. Oh, milk does a body good. There you go.
Yeah, it does. I like it.
I was going to.
Yeah, I did not drink this. This was Nana that drank this. She's seen it, and of course, she's a Dr. Pepper holic, and she had to try it. And she says she won't buy it again. It was a little bit off.
Well, I can imagine that. I mean, it's like Mountain Dew. I won't drink any other kind of Mountain Dew other than Mountain Dew because
I'm a purist too. They try to.
It's not the same, guys.
I like Mountain Dew. Why would I try all the other ones? If I didn't like it, maybe I'd try one until I found one I like. But I like this one, so why would I go to something else?
My dad, you know, he's cured a lot of things, but the one thing that he has to have is Diet Mountain Dew. Like every day, he's got to have a Diet Mountain Dew now. You know, he's quit a lot of other things that he used to drink, but he's got to have a Diet Mountain Dew every day. You know?
Beetroot juice is good for blood pressure.
It's Grand Central Station around here, y'all.
It looks awesome.
They're coming in, they're going out.
Here you go.
She gone.
Hi.
Yeah, but they're all giggling and laughing, and you know that makes your heart feel good.
Oh yeah. Give me the liver shivers.
Yeah.
Evelyn, I bought one of those earlier today. Took 2 drinks. I'm good.
Good.
I'm out. I'm good.
I heard Baja Blast Mountain Dew is actually just regular Mountain Dew and blue Powerade. I don't know if I believe that or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that bothers me a little bit.
Oh,
The
you
Dr.
sound
Pepper
good.
Queen said it is. I don't know what
It
that
is.
means.
Is it? That's what I heard, and I'm like,
I ain't trying it.
what?
All I know is that Paul, with that cup of milk, is making me crave chocolate milk.
Yeah,
I
well,
think Johnny
sitting here makes me
had a
think
little-
that I needed
yeah, he was eating.
Hi, Anita.
some Oreos to go with it. Amy had a question.
I probably
you-
have an answer.
Can you remember your question, Amy?
Yeah. How quick can you make a cup? We don't have to tell Trey. We don't have to tell Trey anything.
By Saturday at 2?
I
Wait
was
a
gonna
minute.
say, how quick do you want it?
Well, she wants it Saturday because we're going to eat at jails.
And what do you want on it?
Just give me one. It'll be fine. I'll
What-
write on it. I'll sign it for you, Paul Case Farms. That'll be
Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
What do you what do you want on it?
I have not got a Paul Case Farms cup.
Okay.
I'll be good with that.
Do we need one or do we need 2?
Chris needs one.
Because I don't want Chris to feel left out.
We'll write sup
Okay.
on the bottom of his.
And then you can let me know how much I owe you.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's ever paid for Paul Case Farm.
No.
Kind of
Well,
like a Gillum
Well, they
Farms
ought
hat.
to.
they ought to.
Well, or
I
a
know.
Gillum Farm shirt.
Well, I have seen a few of those that people bought off Bonfire, but a Gillum Farms hat there's never been one sold.
Mm.
No, I got the hat.
We bought 2 cups.
But
I bought a
I bought
Christine.
mugs.
Yeah.
She got a mug from Christine, and I got yours.
hmm
We bought mugs, but I collect coffee mugs. So
I didn't buy any of
I'll
those.
see what I can do, Amy.
Somebody sent them to me free. They give them to me.
Hi, Suburban Hillbilly.
Hi, Rebecca. Suburban Hillbilly.
Apparently, we collect coffee mugs as well.
yeah,
Hey, I'm with you.
I don't know. I don't even know why, but like every time we go to like a thrift store, I always eventually just gravitate to like over there where they have the glasses and the stemware and all that crap, and I end up
Back on.
bringing 2 or 3 coffee mugs back to the cart, and while she's looking at whatever, and I'm like, well, here you go. They're usually like a quarter or something, so it's like whatever. And it became a thing after a while. So now I collect coffee mugs. I've actually bought a couple coffee mugs from like diners we go to. I asked the lady, we were, that's what was it, the Egadon Cafe in Broken Arrow or something like that.
Yep.
And I asked her, hey, do y'all sell your coffee mugs? Because they had they were a little different shape or something, than a normal mug. I was like, that's kind of cool. Hey, do y'all sell these? Like, well, I don't know. So she went back and asked and came back and said, yeah, and we can put it on your bill at the end of the thing. I'm like, sweet. I'm taking my coffee mug home. And then I went to leave, and I paid the lady at the front door. She's at the little table right there by the front door, and you pay your ticket and leave. She thought I was stealing the coffee mug. She's like, you're gonna take that? I'm like, well, I paid for it. She's like, huh? I was like, look at the ticket. You just rang it up. Look at it. So she looked at it, and she's like, holy crap, it says coffee mug on here. I'm like, yeah. Go talk to your boss. You might learn something, because I didn't know either. So I have an Egadon Cafe coffee mug.
I was just looking through a book the other day and ran across these. Wonder why a guy wouldn't do something with a cool sticker like that, or
Right?
I don't know.
that one.
She's the same way. She don't use her stickers either, because she's like, well, if I use them, then I can't. I'll lose it. And I'm like, really? You're supposed to stick them on stuff. There is a pole at the Lock Supply Store in Tulsa, Oklahoma, at 91st and Garnett that has me and her faces stuck on the side of it.
Really?
There you go.
Because I gave it to the guy that, like, I know him all of the store because we go in the Lock all the time. So I gave him a couple stickers, and then I went in there one day and I looked at the side of this pole, and our sticker was stuck on the side of this pole. I'm like, hey, what the crap is this? And they're like, I stuck it on Dylan's back the other day, and when he pulled it off, he just smacked it on the pole, and there it sits. So it just sits there forever. I'm like, really?
It's okay.
And it's like face high. You cannot miss this thing.
What drive-through has all the stickers in on the poles and stuff?
We like putting them on state, changing the signs where you're changing from one state to the next.
Nice.
Put them on the back side of it or on the front side.
Slap one on there.
I've been when we first got the little sticker, the white ones with just our green logo on there before we got, critterfied or critter sized or whatever people call it. Our OG logo, as we call it, is just a little white sticker with the green mountain with the Leonard on it. And we didn't know how many we needed. We wanted to have some kind of stickers for 10 Killer last year. So I was like, I don't know how many people are going to be there. There could be, God knows how many people. So we ordered 500 of those things. So then we go to 10 Killer and we probably hand out, 45. So we're like, what the crap are we going to do with the other 465 stickers, people? Come on now. So I've been putting them inside the ductwork at several of the restaurants I built. Now there's a couple of Chipotle's in Tulsa that got a Leonard Mountain Homestead sticker inside the ductwork somewhere forever.
YouTube acting up.
That's cool.
Miss Janae's in the basement. Y'all ready for Miss Janae?
Wow. Sure. It's Janae.
Janae!
Janae.
Hello, Jenny. We was just like peas and carrots, always together.
Oh, yes, we are. Hey, Paul and Anita, Chris and Amy, Dale and Nana, Chris and Christine and Johnny, and hey, everybody in chat.
Hi.
How's the
Yeah.
babies? How's the grandbabies?
Amazing.
Yes.
They're
Corbin.
adorable, which makes no sense because my kids, they're really not that cute.
Hey, I can claim this. My grandbabies aren't they're literally really not my blood, so that's why they're so
They're
cute.
not, Evelyn.
Yeah,
That's
Faith
great.
Huh?
is making a big deal about her baby. because
Mhm.
it's going to be the first one that actually has like 100%, Leonard blood in it. Because
Mhm.
Maribel and Marissa are not biologically mine, so they're not biologically my grandkids. And Faith is like, this one's real. I'm like, shut up.
Shut up. They're all mine.
They're all mine. She's like, you know what I mean. I'm like, yeah, I know what you mean. But she's like,
I called
this is actually yours.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
called
better.
Lisa today, and in the background, all I can hear on the phone is, "Papa, it's Papa. Can I talk, Papa? Papa, can I talk, Papa?" And then
Oh.
pretty soon she runs and takes the phone from Nana, and then she's just walking around talking to Papa. This is the youngest one, the little one.
Bye,
Uh-huh.
Avid.
Bye,
Yeah.
Avid. Have a good night
Corbin
at
is
work.
constantly irritating Maribel because they've left like from living here and now they have their own apartment, and Corbin will go around telling his mama he wants to go home. And she's like, well, you are home. He's no,
Oh.
Papa's home. I want to go home.
Oh.
This is not my
Exciting,
home.
Good night,
Hey, I know
Xander.
a
She's
song
Hi,
like that.
has to
Avid.
work on telling him that no, this is our home. We can go to Papa's house, but this is our home. He's just like, no. He just argues with him.
Oh.
No, this is not my place.
This world is not my home. I'm just
This
a
world is not my home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
And he goes around telling her he's Papa's baby.
Pawpaw. Peepaw. Or
when she
pawpaw.
was telling you that one was
Peepaw.
all yours, you should have read her a little Bible act there.
Mhm.
The Bible says there's no difference between the Jew and the Greek.
She just wants somebody to replace Corbin because everybody says Corbin's my favorite.
Oh. Oh, he is. Bobby's World.
But it was easy when Corbin was the only one, and then there's more now. So I don't. I tell them all the time I don't have favorites.
Be fruitful and multiply.
Well, my kids are taking that a little more literal than some.
If you look at Drop's comment, I tell you, I never was tempted to go back home, but let me just tell you a little reasoning. I love my parents. I love my growing up years.
Yeah.
But my mom turned my bedroom into a computer room the week after I moved out. But my older brother's bedroom still has a bed in it. Does that tell you anything?
Yeah.
You're like, you're sleeping in a computer chair if you come back, but Sean's room.
So that's what I have to do. So yeah, that room is going to get converted. That way,
And that's
That gonna be y'all's naked room, Dale?
that is going to be. I don't know about that. I planned on making it into the YouTube room, YouTube studio room. I don't know about the naked part.
Well, you better pick one or the other because if you make it a studio, it's full of cameras. You definitely don't want it to be the naked room. It's full of cameras. That'd be a bad combination, Dale.
Hey, nobody want to see that.
hey y'all in chat.
I moved out when I was 17, but it was because I'd planned on being out of their house before I started college, and I didn't turn 18 until the end of September. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I made the mistake of not moving out of my house my mom and dad's house when I started college. It's kind of weird being a college freshman and having an 11 o'clock curfew. Pretty soon I decided it was time to move out.
Yeah,
I would have had to get good grades in college to have gotten an 11 o'clock curfew.
Yeah, that's kind of the way we've been Drops, but we've always been there for them.
Yeah,
but they,
I say the kids could stay forever. That's just my opinion.
I told Maribel Corbin could stay forever.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I kind of have a really unique situation with my parents because I now own their land and their house. And I have expressed my full intent that if someone's in my house, I'm moving into their basement. And my mom's like, "Go ahead," you know.
Yeah.
But I also, in the same breath, told them they need to keep that house up nice because one of these days it'll have to be something for somebody else.
Uh-huh.
And since I mentioned that, the well pump quit, the septic tank line plugged up, and it was they had to have the heating and air guy out for heater.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, I'm not ever saying anything more about it. Never.
And then you had to foot the bill. Hi, Kevin. I can text you.
No,
Kevin.
they paid for all of it. I offered, but
Well, that's
How
good.
many kids you got? Well, I have one
Hi,
child.
Scotty.
I have one. Stephen has 4. You know, so. But y'all, Bulldog went missing. So if y'all can keep Bulldog in your prayers. And
Your
I know-
bulldog?
Bulldog, yeah.
Yeah.
Danny's dog.
Yeah.
He's the sweetest dog. He came to Danny one night. He was just come up to the house. And, you know, if a dog's going to bite you, he's going to bite you. So he put an ice cream in his hand one night. And he put it in Bulldog's face. And, he didn't bite him or anything. And he'll eat anything. Bulldog will eat anything. He loves to eat. And Danny just put that ice cream cone with his hand over it, and Bulldog didn't even. The only way to get that ice cream is to just bite his hand off. He won't dare do it. He's such a good dog. He's such a good dog. And he just got him from the vet. The vet said he had some fluid in his lungs, so he has to be on special medication. And the special medication helps him live now. So he has to be on these meds. And today at 4:00, we got news that Bulldog went missing. So right now, Danny's on the hunt for Bulldog. I mean, as I'm speaking, he's in the car hunting out for Bulldog, and I hope that he's all right. You know, there was a lot of stray dogs and what have you down in the road somewhere, and they probably who knows what happens, but I hope they didn't get him. Or he didn't get run over or someone just pick him up. They saw a white car. That's all they saw.
I had a dog that I knew somebody picked up one time
Mm-hmm.
because I was out to the mailbox getting my mail and I seen him do it
Mm-hmm.
almost a quarter mile down the road. And I'm like, why would you want my dog? And he took him.
What kind of dog is it?
That one was a border collie. The one we've got now, old Sam, is a border collie crossed with a blue heeler.
That's sweet.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. He's I have actually heard him bark. We had a little dog that was a dump dog. Her name was Sassy
Mm-hmm.
for a long time, and she would bark at every car that come in. You didn't ever have to worry about it. She was going to announce it.
Mm-hmm.
One hardly barks, but when Sassy was still around here with him, he would go out and bark, and he sounded like an old hound dog.
Somebody's ringing.
Terrible.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble.
He's on the phone now.
Like
Yeah, Johnny, I
that,
seen
like
that
an
you
old-
dropped
You're
your
supposed to
video
answer.
on your other channel.
Domino's, can I help you? That's hot.
Do
That's
what, do
hot.
what, Dale?
I seen you dropped a video on your other channel. I haven't got to watch it yet.
Yeah, that was my struggle bus video.
Ooh, everybody, let's go raid Johnny's new channel here.
Which is,
drop it in chat. Kill 'em
the
Farms,
Young-
Outdoors, and more.
Yep.
Outdoors and more.
Outdoors
Yeah,
and
Young
more.
Farms, Outdoors, and more. I was having a heck of a day that day. So, but in the 22nd is supposedly whenever our actual race is, and of this month, and
Mm-hmm.
So that's coming up, and had that struggle bus didn't help my confidence any on any of that. But you know what? I I'm still going.
So is it a small tire or is it a radial?
No, it's slick. The I found the whole problem. You'll see it in the video. You'll see
Okay.
what my
I'll
problem
go watch the video.
was. When you watch the video, you'll see the problem. Because when I got home and I started watching all the footage of the trip, because I was like, why is this happening? And then whenever I got home, I go, oh.
Because the first time that you run them, you said that you were getting along pretty decent with them, right?
Oh yeah, you'll see it in the.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you'll see, because I was like, oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense now. So it makes me feel a lot better about my chances here in on the 22nd. So
I've been watching. So I watched a lot of the sick week stuff, and of course, all those big tire people, they're just every track was radial prepped with all the sticky stuff. So the big tire people, they couldn't do nothing on them.
mm-hmm.
So they're all up in arms because, every track was prep, radial prep, and the big tires couldn't go nowhere. So they say
I don't get that. Now, why couldn't the big tires go anywhere on radial prep? Because I love going to a radial prep track.
Well, so
I mean,
they're
you
talking
pull your
like
shoes off when you're trying to walk across.
Yeah, I just watched Steve Morris is one that he's like an engine builder and stuff, and he actually had the best video talking about what it was. And the big tires that they're referring to is like those Pro Mod 36-inch tires, and he actually has footage that shows you. Well, with them, they like squish, but then they have to spin off the line to like grow and in order for them to go.
They have to get wheel speed.
Yeah, they have to have wheel speed. Where radial, they want them to just stick and go, so they don't want that wheel speed right off the bat, according to what he's saying. So
I was watching something kind of like that, Dale, where they're talking about the wheel speed, spinning it up, changes the size of the tire. It's like a built-in transmission or gear ratio change.
And
the tire actually growing.
When it's really sticky like that, that tire just like folds all up, and it just got traction and then no traction and traction and no traction. Instead of
keep going,
a lot of wheel hop.
They could go.
There you go.
They'll go into wheel hop real easy like that. Loading and unloading.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
E-I-E-I-O.
That was my son Dakota, who just left here.
He's sweet.
He went to telling me that the blower motor in his pickup was making a lot of racket. And I'd looked at it and I said, well, that's just like the one in my feed truck. They've made these on Chevys to where you don't have to have any tools to take them out. They stick up in a hole and turn a little bit, and they've got a clip in place. And his was all loose. When he told me, he said the fan's rattling like crazy. I said, probably got a dead mouse in it. I just probably got a dead mouse in it, throwing it off balance. He calls me to tell me, hey, guess what? My fan had a dead mouse in it.
Oh, it did.
Oh no.
That's what I expect to find in my 1 tons whenever I pull it out, because it started making a racket lately, and I'm like, yeah, that's going to be something that has to do with the mouse, I guarantee.
Or a squirrel. Or a squirrel.
Mom's 94 Dodge 3/4 ton. Her fan was making all kinds of noise like that. Now it is not easy to get out because the back bolt, you're like this far off the floorboard, so you kind of get a little bit creative with your tool up there to get that bolt out. But When I pulled it down, it had mud dauber nests stuck to it. She didn't drive it for like 2 weeks, and the mud daubers somehow got in there and built mud dauber nests on it and threw it all out of balance and everything.
That'll throw her off balance in a bad way. Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, I changed one in Christine's Xterra like 4 or 5 times. And the deal with it was those Xterras have a problem where it eventually they start leaking. Like rain, when rain comes, it'll go down between the windshield and the seal on the bottom of the windshield, and it'll actually come in, and it runs right through the blower motor. And so whenever it does that, of course, it knocks out the bearings on the blower motor. Plus, it puts a puddle in the floorboard on the passenger side, and you're like, man, I hope that's not the heater core.
Yeah, no kidding.
And it's not. And so I replaced it. Oh, I know I replaced it at least 3 times. And then finally one day I said, this is enough of this. So I bought some window silicone, and I just went over everything out there. And I mean, I didn't make it look janky either. I mean, it looks, you can't even tell. But I'll tell you what, it stopped that leak, and no more issues with that. So.
You don't have to use that word janky. You could say, I made it look like Paul Case didn't do it. Cleaned it up nice. Everybody will know, he didn't do it. He got no thumb on one side, so he'll have at least 4 finger tracks in that silver. Hey, Chris, my boys and I together have had 4 pre-1994 Ford pickups, and every one of them, the windshield leaked right above the passenger's left knee. Every one of them. I don't know who that dude was at the factory, but he was doing a superb job of sealing those windshields up, except that one little spot right above the passenger's knee.
Really?
Yeah. And they all
I haven't had that, but now my 09 that, my brown truck that I had that most people and had the whole saga with, I finally figured out right before I got rid of it why the cab corners were rusting out of it. Because that tail light that's up above your back window, that brake light, I took it off because the inside of it kind of got a little bit cloudy to clean it off. And there's a gasket supposed to be behind it, and that gasket was like dust. So every time it rained, it was filling that full. So it kind of makes you wonder how many of them out there are like that, and that's probably why they rust out.
Defective, you think?
Between that and the those clearance lights on the tops of the 1-tons and stuff like that, they'll leak too.
Oh man, I had
one leaking.
Yeah.
Drop. I can tell you more things about both Ford and Chevy that sucks too. I don't know.
I don't agree with that statement. I agree with I definitely agree with the seat deal, but
everybody in chat who loves Ford, give a thumbs up. Write number 1. Writing number 1 for a Ford, number 2 for a Chevy.
Oh, that starts a war, right?
I won't even have it. I won't be able to put
3 for a Dodge.
3 for the Dodge.
1 for Ford, 2 for Chevy, 3 for Dodge.
And I'll tell you,
Angie's writing 2.
Well, you know who
got a 1
who
from
Angie
Peter.
Angie is Chevy girl.
Wait a minute. I can understand the number 1 and the number 2, but the number 3 thing.
We got 3. We got 2.
When I was growing up, Mom and Dad would ask us a question when we was going down the road somewhere.
1 or 2.
Well, number 1 or number 2? Where did this number 3 stuff show up from?
That's a combo.
Too much information. I got
Bring it to the next level.
Johnny said to somebody on one of his lives here a while back, I think it was, or maybe it wasn't even alive, but there's a seat for everybody. Well, I want to tell you what, if you drive one of them trucks, there is a place under them that you'll get to crawl to eventually.
I don't care. If you keep it long enough, you will work on it. I don't care what brand it is.
I'm going to tell you, that's what I've said exactly, Paul. There is a butt for every seat.
Yep.
And the way I quantify that a lot of time is like on these videos. There are people, no matter what you do, there is an audience for all of them. You just have to find the audience, or you have to get into the deal to where the audience is. And it's really hard. I mean, it's not easy, but there are, no matter what you do, I'm telling you, all you folks out there in the chat and everything, no matter what you do, what your channel's about, whatever, you've got to realize there's so many billion people on this earth, and there are, if they get in there, if they find you, there's a butt for every seat. So whatever you're doing is just you gotta hit that niche somehow, and if YouTube will help you, if they will help you, it helps a lot. But most of the time, I put out a video and it's here and it's doing good, and it's here, it's doing good, and then I put out something else and it goes, oh, he wants to do this, and it moves me out here. So
yeah, that's the problem.
Right.
That's what I'm kind of letting things calm down, and I've already started migrating things around, because you put too much stuff on your channel that's too many different things, and it screws up everything.
It does. It really does. But it's hard to make videos about certain brands of, certain types of chickens, like if your channel is about this chicken, how many videos can you make about this one chicken?
I don't know.
I've been trying to confuse people with chicken talk tonight, and I couldn't even do that. I'm getting so out of practice.
Yeah.
What
I
are
understood
you doing?
That chicken undercarriage comment. I'm using
running
that.
gear. It was running gear.
Under the running gear. Yeah.
Chicken running gear, which is a
running
leg
gear.
quarter. If you've never had a smoked chicken running gear, you've never eaten good leg quarters.
That's right.
Some of the stuff that just kills me is, I don't know how many people in this world don't know that there's a way to get away. If you don't like a video you're watching, if you don't like what's on the TV, you can shut that off. You can click down here at the corner, stop, and then up there at the corner, click on YouTube, and you're back to a whole nother section of videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I get some weird comments here last week, I guess it was. I interviewed 2 people and put this interview up. The whole thing wasn't 5 minutes long. And I had, one of them, I don't know if I'd ever introduced to anybody that was in the community here. And his name's Dan. He comes in on my lives and some of my videos and comments, and he's actually from Commerce. And so I was with them at the winter Bible study we had last week. And the other one is the pastor he's now the pastor at First Baptist. When I did the first video, his wife and him were their youth leaders. And I caught her at the pole rally once. And I just said, hey, Whitney, do you want to make a video with me? And she's like, yeah. I said, okay. And then I started interviewing her like she was a student, and I called her Student Whitney, and she played right along the whole thing. and I thought, you know what? Now that they're the pastors over there, I'd like to redo that. And so I give her a time to introduce herself. And this is the guy's comment. His name was Adam B. And he says, don't know why this popped up in my feed, but I'm almost always getting stuff, and I'm getting really sick of you Christians trying to take over the whole world.
Oh, my.
Well, sounds like to me, somebody is wanting him to see that, and it ain't you and me.
It could be that there is intelligence being pushed around in YouTube by the one who writes the world, right? Anyway, I'm like, well, and this is what I do with negative comments. If you guys get negative comments, you should think about this. You
Mhm.
don't want people, other negative comments seem to breed more negative comments.
Yeah,
Read it, take it to
right.
heart, and delete it.
Exactly, Paul.
Read it, take it to heart, delete it, and
I
then
hope
forget
you don't.
about it.
I
Or
hope you don't
next time it
get
comes
any of
up, remind
those.
yourself that drew a negative comment last time.
Well,
Mm.
you know, and I got a different way of thinking about that a little bit. I think about, you can actually get negative comments, but your other folks, your other people,
Mm-hmm.
they will start defending you on some of that stuff a lot of times, and it
Yep.
will create a whole deal of I guess you'd call it interaction
It
on
depends.
in your
Yeah.
chat, stuff like
Mhm.
that. And it actually pushes stuff,
Yeah,
for you. If
YouTube calls that engagement.
Yeah, it's called engagement. That's right.
Mhm. Mhm.
It don't
And
matter
I'll
if it's
tell you
negative or
what,
positive. YouTube sees it as engagement. They don't care.
and here's the
Engagement.
deal. You
Mhm.
know how many people out there do not realize that cattle get flies on them?
Yeah, it's a
Oh
whole
my
thing.
goodness. I mean,
Wait.
flies on cattle
Why do
has
your
been
cows have
just like,
flies?
I bet I've gotten 1 million views because of flies on cattle.
The
Mhm.
killer to
One of
me
my
is how many people like to chew some cattlemen out about feeding these cows hay on the ground,
Yeah.
Yeah.
grain on the ground,
I
and
heard that.
I'm like, wake up! They eat it and they get off the ground, y'all.
If they weren't eating hay or grain, they would be eating grass
When
off the
cows,
ground.
when
And they'll eat
cows
it right to the
fly,
ground too.
when cows fly.
Who was it? Duncan Family Farm, Greg. He's getting comments on that one video that he don't have shelter for his
Yeah.
cattle.
Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah. Well, I've
I'm
gotten
so
the same
sorry to
ones.
hear that,
Gotten the
Greg.
same ones. I mean,
One
I
of
don't
the-
know how many people said. I think the worst thing was, and I hate to call anybody out, but there was a channel who said, if you're cold, they're cold. They did a short like that,
Hmm.
and it was about cows. And I was like, oh no. No.
They have a much better leather coat than we can eat.
Do they not? I mean, they just don't understand biology. Like
No,
they
they
don't get biology at all.
They don't get it at all.
But deer are different. If you're cold and you have a deer, you should bring him inside and put him in your deep freeze so
And
he gets cold.
and you should bring them inside and heat them up.
That
Yes.
goes.
Put him in a
That goes
pan.
for beef too. I mean, if you're
Yeah,
bound
it
to
does.
determine that beef is cold and needs to come inside, I got a freezer we can fill,
Stupid
and I got a
is
grill
as
that'll warm them right up.
Maurice.
Mhm.
It is as Mama always said.
Forest. Here we go.
Stupid
Yeah.
is as stupid does.
I knew it.
Here's the thing about that comment on that video. The only person who said anything about God was Whitney. And I
Mhm.
asked her if she had one thing to say to people, what would it be? And she said, love God, love other people, and serve them.
Uh-huh.
That was all she said. And
So
I'm
I
really-
did a
That's
devotional. One of my first devotionals that, when I filmed them and stuff, was I was walking around and there was a chicken in one of my coops, and it was chore time. So you know what the chickens do when it's chore time? They walk the fence waiting for you to come and dump, the scratch out to them. And this chicken was walking the fence. And this person commented on there of how my hen would not be upset and be tortured in this world if I turned it loose and didn't have it in a pen like chickens were meant to be.
Oh, yeah.
And by the time I got done,
Oh.
I had to have a talk and pray about it, and I did what you said. I finally just deleted the comment. I'm like,
Mhm.
because all the things I wanted to say, the fact that it was in that little coop was because it was setting on eggs,
Mhm.
and I wanted it to hatch them and stuff like that.
Hey, y'all don't need to explain yourself most of the time,
Yeah, I
Y'all.
typically never delete a comment. I just leave them up, and I mean, if people want to, it's like you know, there's some bless your heart moments and stuff going on there and stuff like that. But I really don't. I don't really get rid of them because, like I said, it's a lot of times there will be people I have no idea who they are. It's not like the YouTube community, you know, the community that we have here. It's not like the homesteading community coming into my defense. It will be other people. Other people will say, well, tell me you haven't raised cows without telling me you haven't raised cows before. You know, to the person who is saying something about what's going on with my cow. You know, I've got, you know, it's got a fly on it. Okay. Yeah, it just, I don't know how many people want me to buy brooms, like these push brooms for the garage, and screw them to every tree out there on our property so the cattle will have something to rub on since they like to maul the hay bale if I say around
my
because they say it's because.
Are you kidding me?
Those people have never backed up to an oak tree and rubbed their back on it.
And I said, well, you know, literally all those trees are scratching posts.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
See all those eaters?
They think they're mauling the hay bale to scratch themselves.
Yes, that's
Good
what somebody
Lord.
had said.
And,
Yeah, that's
and the
why they
other
do it.
thing is I don't put any big rubber balls out there in the field for them to play with. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
That's
So
just
I
me,
have
Johnny.
I have put bowling balls in with pigs just
Yeah,
for
I
the
did that
comedic
too.
value of it, of
Mhm.
watching it. But when I raised lots and lots of pigs, I wasn't going to put a bowling ball in there with them. For one, I didn't need something else in there for, you know,
They tear it up.
I mean, we
We
didn't
threw
need
some
something to
bowling
roll
balls.
up against the hot wire and
Right.
ground it out, or, you know.
We went and bought a couple of old bowling balls at the thrift store and threw them in with ours. Christine did a short or something about it.
Mm-hmm.
They played with them for all of, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes.
And then they're done.
And then they shoved them over into the corner, and that's the last time they moved, I think.
Now I did so like what I told Ginger to do when we had those show pigs in the barn on
Mhm.
chips. You gotta understand, show pigs a whole different, like they live their whole life in, like, when they're not in the show ring or we're not
Mhm.
exercising them, they're in like a 5x5 wood chip bin, wood chips, 8 inches deep. So
Mhm.
they can get bored. So we would hang, milk jugs from the ceiling down just high enough for them. And it was more to get them to always keep their head up, but they would bang them and play with them. But even that, like you say, after a couple weeks, yeah, that fun was over. They were done with it then,
Yeah.
but
I never did try the milk jug trick with somebody had said you could put salt in a milk jug or salt water
Mhm.
in your water tank, and it would keep a hole thawed out that way. I never did try that, but I have used a milk jug on a string with
Mhm.
some water in it as a float so that I could see the water level in a stock tank easier to know that it had water in it without having to walk to it or drive to it.
yeah, because if you could see the milk jug, you knew the water was fine.
Yep.
If you couldn't see the
Mhm.
milk jug, you knew you had to go fill it up.
Yep. Knew
Mhm.
something they were. I had a float on that one to where it was supposed to stay full, but I wanted to know if something went haywire, and I couldn't see that good into the tank from driving by the pin on the road. So that worked pretty nice.
And Karma, you're exactly right. There's a huge difference between the people who are just doing it as pet or a hobby farm and an actual working farm. There's a huge difference.
Mhm.
Yeah, because people who have a hobby farm want cows that have horns.
No, well,
And I have discovered you can't eat them horns.
Nope.
Mhm.
can't
we
get them through the chute either.
Breed should have went extinct.
We like to starve to death one winter trying to figure out how to cook them things.
Yep.
But the other thing is you know, not only can you not eat the horns, just like you said, you can't get them through the chute, just like, you know, because I was looking at a Watusi one day that went through the ring, and it was cheap enough, and I thought that would be cool, and then I thought,
But you
no, that won't be cool.
need, you know
Because
what?
that thing won't go through the chute. He's going to be a mess getting in. Because this dude's horns was wide enough to where he'd have to turn his head sideways to get in the trailer.
And then Watusi horns are like that big around at the base. You have to use a chainsaw to cut them off.
Right.
I like the fluffy cows that Dale shows us.
The show cattle.
Yeah, the fluffy
Yeah,
ones.
they're good for about show is about all they're good for is the only problem. But they're fun if you're
They're
into
cute.
show cattle. Yep.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
and that's
mine-
like there again, that goes back to Johnny's statement is there's a butt for every seat. There's literally a breed out there for every feeder.
Mhm.
And
You know.
Bye, Heather.
Bye, Heather.
I always loved
Heather.
Bye, Heather. I always loved like a working farm, but more so petting zoo where children can come, and a big carousel. I always wanted to have a big carousel, big one like the old-fashioned ones. I love those.
big what?
The big
Carousel.
Carousel.
the old-fashioned ones, you know, with the horses that go, you know, and that my
Oh,
mama
you're
used
talking
to.
about a walking.
Yeah,
She's
like
talking like a
He
kid's
needs an actual
carousel.
merry-go-round.
Merry-go-round carousel.
a carousel, the big ones. The old-fashioned classic ones.
Not the one for walking horses, an actual Mary Poppins carousel.
Okay.
Where you grab the brass ring.
Yep.
Yeah. My sister was casted 125 times as a baby. She had club feet. And my mama used to drive her up to the doctor. And where the doctor's office was located was far away. And there was this beautiful carousel. Beautiful one. And there's an author, Mark Twain, Samuel Clemens, who wrote, Huckleberry Finn, Huck Finn, and all the stories about Huck Finn.
Yep.
And right near the Mark Twain house, I don't know how far away because I didn't go because I was in Florida, but they went. And there was this beautiful carousel that I seen in the picture. And oh my goodness, that was my ultimate. So if y'all find a classic, old style classic carousel, y'all let me know.
Well, let me. Now we never did call that a carousel.
What would y'all call it?
And you're talking about that thing that used
With
to
the
be like
brass
on
ring?
playgrounds that people would, push and people would ride on and stuff like that.
Well,
Right.
no,
Yeah, but it
well,
usually was
horses on it that went up and
Well,
down.
correct carousel has the horses on it and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
mhm,
That bounce up and down. Okay.
uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You grab the brass ring on it. Well, that's what they did back in the day.
okay. So we were talking about a farm, and then we got into carousels, and I was like trying to.
Yeah, like you put all
Got a
that
little
on like
lost.
a petting zoo
Yep.
farm, working farm.
Oh,
Yeah.
they have carousels at petting zoos. I
Yeah,
don't go
and
to any petting zoos. So
hay
I
rides, and all that,
I've
don't
never
merry-go-round.
and trains
Yeah, I've
for
never
kids.
been to a petting zoo either. So I just don't know what's what I mean.
Oh my goodness!
I've
And
heard about it. We always have something kind of like that at the county fair.
no,
Well,
that's tacky. I mean, like a real working farm, and then you can't even tell, but it's blended in. I forget the name of the one that I went to. Oh my goodness, it was like over 200 acres. It has a beautiful train, goes around the
So-
whole property and everything.
So this farm makes income from people coming to it to.
Yeah,
It's
everything.
a hobby farm.
Well, they do it. They do everything on it.
I
They do
mean,
everything on it.
Yeah, they
do.
did. It's kind of like those little people that used to grow what
Well, what it is
the
they're
pumpkins and stuff.
yeah, it's well, they're secret peppers. See, they're they're prepping, but nobody knows it because they all just coming and having a good time, but getting educated too or trained
Yeah,
on different things.
we got some
They're
of those pumpkin. They call them pumpkin
pumpkin
patches and corn mazes, and they
preppers. Yeah,
they
preppers.
build those tour. What do they call it now? Agritourism.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids can come to the pumpkin patch and then they go play at the merry-go-round and they take old farm equipment and turn it into like slides and rides and jungle gyms, and then they make a corn maze out there and stuff like that.
Well, yeah. Well, this one is an actual. They actually have milking the cows, and you can milk the cow with them, and they have the processes. They're actually preppers, so they're doing their prepping while they're infusing it and showing everyone and hands-on, showing the children and anyone else who wants to learn.
Well, I can tell you, like on the Gillum Farm side of stuff, the cattle on our place, if I go out there by myself, they will do pretty much whatever I want them to do, whenever I want them to do it, stuff like that. But if I was to take like Amy or you or Dale or Paul out there with me, they're going to run to the back corner and they're going to not want to do anything I want them to do because they're going to think something's up here. And
they're going to get scared.
Well, exactly the way mine would do too.
They spooked. They got spooked.
However, the kind of farm you're talking about is maybe very good for agritourism, but they don't represent agriculture real well. Because if I'm going to be, let's just take for instance what I do, and that's raising cattle, and logging, and if I'm going to do those things well and represent them well, you're going to see all of the part of the process, and it goes all the way from what we put in those cows' mouths to what comes out the back of the cow.
Yeah, that's all there.
Milking the cow. It's not always just the milk between, and there's a lot more parts of it that people ain't gonna like to get to see.
Oh my goodness, I don't remember which farmer it was, but I saw where they actually, oh goodness, he actually has a moving rotational milking station for the cows.
Yeah, 1,000 cow dairy probably.
I could hand them a banding tool and say, "Here, I'll help you. Here, band this calf."
Here, you hold on to its tail and put it out of gear. I take the scalpel and I change its attitude, and I turn it into a steer.
It's not even always just stuff like that. If you're going to have a cattle farm in my neck of the woods, you're going to have to fertilize the ground you pasture, or else you're not going to have a very good stocking rate and not be able to raise a lot of cattle on very little land.
You do the same thing. Yep.
And a big part of that for us right here in my locality, I'm going to say half or more of the fertilizing that gets done comes from big chicken companies, chicken or turkey barns. And people don't want to see that. We actually used to bale hay on a place. Some people had bought 10 acres or something that had a house on it, and we went in there and baled the hay a couple times. And I was getting tired of going doing it because it didn't make very good stuff. We just cleaning it up basically every year. And a neighbor of theirs went to him and said, "Hey, I'd really like to run my cows over on your place because it's really dry and my pastures run out." And the guy told him, he said, "I don't want your cows over here crapping on top of my ground."
What?
Yeah. You'd be about as disappointed as this lady right here when she opened her Christmas gift.
Oh, poo. Y'all know that people sell that stuff as gag gifts?
Oh no.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one this
They
one
do
was
it.
redneckized coal. She should have got a lump of coal. Instead, they redneckized it.
They gave her a possum.
Them two girls over there on that couch, they are just that one is she's in tears. Don't leave me.
Awesome.
Come to my farm on any given day. We might be doing some of those tasks that's not so lovely. And
Uh-huh.
you might feel like that lady getting a possum. How about the day we go and bale prairie hay? There's one direction around the field you're going to suck dust, you know?
Aw.
Just always that way.
It's always, yeah.
We used
The
to
worst
run
thing was, like, when I was growing up, my dad, he wanted to bale red clover and square bales, so we had grinding hay. And it was just me and him. And he got the bright idea one day. Hey, Buck, let's bolt the hitch on the back of the baler, and we can pull the flat wagon behind the baler, and you can stack the hay as I bale it. That sounds like a great idea, Dad, because you didn't tell Dad no, for one. So you stand back there baling red clover that's dried out to the point you can stack it up as square hay. And when you get done with it, you pretty much look like you've been digging coal in a coal mine for like 7 days straight without a shower. I mean, you're itching from head to toe and got that black soot all over you. And eat it the whole time.
Amy, is there a limit to how many jokes you can tell in the comments?
No, I shook my head because y'all were conversating, so I wasn't gonna like interrupt the story. But I shook my head no.
Serena, tell as many jokes in the comments as you like.
Yep. Absolutely. She usually does.
Yeah, I'll put one out there for you. What do you call a cow that has two legs on one side that's shorter than the two on the other?
Paul Bunyan cows.
Paul Bunyan cow.
No, that one was blue.
I call it a killer cow.
Lean beef.
Lean meat.
Lean beef.
Oh, you got us, Paul.
Paul Bunyan cows. I'm telling you, he raised his whole herd of cattle where they had the legs were shorter on one side of the body than they were on the other because he lived on the mountain.
Yeah.
So they could stand upright when they walked all the way around the mountain. But they could only
the
graze
Arkansas
one way
cow.
because if they ever grazed the other way, they'd fall down the mountain.
Yeah.
Have you seen them goats that are bred into that? There's actually goats in the world that they lean really bad when they're down on the flat.
I seen a bunch of them climb on the Living Zoo when I went to by rail to the Wild Wild West. I needed to stop at the Living Zoo because I was not too far away before my event, and they do have all kind of those. They were climbing up the mountains, their hooves and everything.
Where's the Living Zoo at?
That is in Palm Springs, California.
Okay.
And I don't know how, but the tires don't melt off the cars out there in summer because I was at the end of June, towards the end of June, my event was, and I had to be out there. And I tell you, even if I had white on, you step out there, and it's like you're scorched. And
I'll be dang.
yeah, I just don't
ain't
know
going
how.
to no California. I can.
I don't know. It's like, well, I
Oklahoma,
took my ultimate destination was to drive another 5.5, 6 hours up to Nevada. Yeah. So it was a trip, let me tell you, of a lifetime. I always wanted to go by rail, and actually see, through my eyes without. I didn't want to videotape it. I just wanted to absorb it and take it all, just enjoy it. Let me tell you, see a lot, and it was one of the longest rail rides I ever had, all the way out to the Wild Wild West. And there was no people at this station when they bring you here. You're in the desert. You literally are. And
Really?
I was supposed to get there at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I was praying. I was praying, and God heard my prayer, because in Texas, it took more than 27 hours to get through, because the train is not owned by Amtrak anymore. The CXX owns the rails. They bought them a while back, so they get priority. And the train pulled over, and they were just like 90 miles an hour or more going past us, and we had delay. And it was a blessing, because as a lady, you don't want to be, even though I'm fearless, even so, I just didn't want to be out there at 2 a.m. in the morning. I mean, there's no station, there's no employees, there's nothing. It's just straight desert.
They just
Nate,
drop you in the middle of the desert.
just drop you right there in the middle,
Wow.
just land you
Yeah.
right there. And I was just praying about it. And on the way back, I had to be at that same station, and it was midnight. And I don't know how, but there was just 4 people, and I was praying again. And I seen a man, and I just felt that he was a musician. I looked at his bag, and I seen drumsticks. I'm not kidding you. This man told me that he was one of the Bobby Fuller 4. And he said the song that made them famous is "I Fought the Law and the Law Won." Y'all ever heard of him?
No kidding.
Those people.
Yeah.
I fought the law. Yeah. And he said, "Let me show you." So he rolls up his arm, and he shows me the tattoo on his arm, and it's drums. I said, "Ain't no one gonna believe this." In the middle of the desert at midnight, here we are. Can I please have a picture so I can document this story? And he was like, "Sure." So here we are. I said, "Can I take a picture of your tattoo first?" "Yes, ma'am." "All right, thank you." "And can we take a picture together?" "Yes, ma'am." And so we did.
I would
Ugh.
just
I tell you, you would
And
never
peas and-
believe this stuff.
peas and carrots. I was just sure you was going to tell me, and they did drop me in the desert, and I rode for miles on
Wow.
a horse with no name.
That's right. I did.
Kept hearing that. I did, but you never did say it.
Hi, Lauren.
That's it.
Hi, Scorpion Metals, and hi, Lauren. And yes, we are going to pull off our live tomorrow morning.
Well, I was watching a comedian, and he was talking about being out in Albuquerque in August, and he said, I don't know whose manager would schedule them to be in Albuquerque in August, because he said at 1:14 in the afternoon, the bank sign flashed 1:14,
Mm-hmm.
1:14, 1:14. You get it. Time and temperature, 1:14. And
Yep.
the guy that was driving him said, "Whew, hate to see what it's going to be like around here about 4."
Yeah, I knew
There
that
he
was
goes.
happening. I knew that was coming. I was like, well, there goes Paul.
See, he missed my story. I was supposed to be doing that too, y'all. I was trying. He messed me up.
You weren't quick enough on the trigger.
I know.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to do a poll next time.
Do it, Paul. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hop off here.
I go.
I've got things popping up on my screen saying I need to delete some stuff because I've been working on a bunch of videos and I need to delete some stuff out, and it's telling me my StreamYard is going to be affected if I don't clear up some space or something. So anyway, I'm getting ready to clear up some
Well,
space.
Johnny, we'll see what Dad's surgery is like on. I have to pick him up Friday,
Oh,
and then
Dale.
we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay, Dale.
All
Did
right.
y'all?
Prayers,
Okay, before
prayers
you
for
go,
Donnie.
Hey, no problem.
before you go, Johnny,
Mhm.
y'all would look in y'all studio and see if y'all got a message that said something about unable to view earnings in studio.
Mhm.
Somebody said earlier in the chat something that YouTube was messing up, and
Oh yeah, it show like if you go to your earnings,
uh-huh.
if you look and see what you've made so far, it's telling you it's all it's doing right now is giving you projected like what you should, make, etc. It's not showing you what you've made to this point right now. It's something that's I just noticed it today.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
I'm
got that message. Unable to view earnings in studio.
Well, mine is a little different. It's showing like I can go into there and I can see a projected like earnings. It says you're a YouTube partner, and then it
Yeah.
tells this is what you see, and then you can go to your AdSense, your watch page ads, your shorts, feeds ads, and you can actually see what those are for the last 28 days. But that doesn't mean what you made when you were like, if you were paid recently, this is just telling you what you made for the last 28 days. So it's not exact. So
Right.
I'm hoping this is just some kind of a glitch or something, and they're gonna fix it because that really doesn't help your analytics. And I haven't looked at it on the computer yet, and I don't know if the computer is actually going to be, show things that your YouTube app on your phone might not show you because there's a lot of things you can do on the computer
Mhm.
that you cannot do on your phone. So
Yeah, I'm about to the point. If it wasn't for the convenience of going and looking and see if you had comments or something, I'm about to the point just to delete all the app off of my phone because the studio app on your phone is pretty much pointless, I think.
yeah, I'm over here. I'm going to look at my studio real quick on the actual computer here.
Mhm.
And I'm going to look at earn on
Thank you
that.
all you praying for Dad. We appreciate that.
And
Well, I got that message about 4 hours ago, but it says known issue, unable to view earnings in studio. When you click that, it just says that, what I showed you.
yeah,
Mhm.
I can see like how much for the last 28 days of shorts feeds and AdSense. I don't have any of that other stuff. I don't have memberships and all that stuff. So, but I can see the other. So yeah, I can still see it in the computer itself. Channel
Okay.
analytics. I can see what I'm making and stuff like that. So
Something
So,
else.
anyway,
Gary,
Yep. Prayers for your dad, Dale.
appreciate that.
Prayers.
hey
Y'all.
Gary.
Hey,
So,
Gary. Well, y'all, I love y'all. Thank y'all very much. It's an honor to be with you. Thank you. Good night, Johnny, Dale, Amy, and
Night.
Christopher, Chris, and Christopher, and
Christopher.
all
Oh,
y'all.
hi, Johnny.
Johnny gone. Janae's gone.
Oh, Lauren says I'm getting a really nice check this month. Woohoo. Hot dogs for everyone.
Yay.
Oh. So yeah. So you don't know if you'll be going on Saturday. Probably not, huh? Dale? Oh. For a second there I thought you were gone. Oh, then yes, he is.
Yes, he is
Okay.
gone.
Bye, Janae. Oh, no buns. And y'all ain't getting fancy stuff like ketchup, nothing.
It works.
I won't be able to go Saturday. Oh, no, he's gone. I make a good paycheck every day on stock market. Yep, Dale was frozen. And then he was gone. Oh, that was so funny. But yes, I do have a live tomorrow with Lauren. And last time we went live together, it was awesome. She made bread. So if you missed that, you can go back and see that. And like I said, if you want to join tomorrow morning, go to the live tomorrow, look in the description, and I have the list of what you'll need, and then we'll go along with Lauren. So yeah. Good night. It'll be at 9:00 a.m. Central Standard Time. So you going to pass some around, Amy? I need to find someone who can direct me in stocks. I have one I want to buy, but do not know where to start. Oh, well, we got about 3 hours. Good night, all. If y'all follow me, we will all be lost. And so we asked the people in chat, if you got something that you want us to try and make, and we can all make it together, drop suggestions inside the comments. Let's see, making it home, look up Fidelity and they can hook you up. Paper trade and lean, or you will lose at the casino. Do it all online and easy to navigate. Well, there you go. You got some suggestions there, Lauren. So, Chris has some stocks, I believe. Hi, Des. I'll be following Jesus. There you go. Have you guys tried English muffin pizzas? We have not, but hey, when I read English muffin, I was like, she saw that we were going to make some English muffins tomorrow. You're welcome. If I can help, let me know. Nice. One stock. So yeah, donuts. Amy, donuts. English muffin pizzas are the absolute bomb. We used to make English muffin pizza all the time. I have a couple of single shares of stock. Nothing wrong with that. There you go. They're so good, Amy. You must do so. English muffin pizzas. Wow. I have not had an English muffin pizza. I have not. I want donuts too. Belt Loop said.
I do too.
Do what?
You said I want donuts too.
Oh, you want donuts too?
Yeah.
Oh, he wants donuts too, y'all. So I'm gonna give it another 7 minutes, and then I'll end it at 11 o'clock, and then we're gonna head to bed, and I'll see y'all in the morning, and then 5 o'clock Central Standard Time for my What's Up Wednesdays, y'all. I have more seeds to give away. Yes. We may have time to make some English muffin pizzas. Wow. I'm not as worried about the English muffin pizzas. I want the donuts. I'm going to get along with that young man, just saying. My dad used to make donuts. We did too. We made donuts at home, and let me tell you, those were the best. Open an account for a few bucks, but honestly, it takes a couple of years to learn. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I'm really excited about this, where we're going live together and learning cooking stuff and all kinds of stuff. And I'm telling you, I got a recipe box that I want to fill with recipes. Still did not figure out who gifted it to me. Do we need to make chocolate donuts? Ooh, I learned it a short period of time. I have a long day and night tonight myself. I was working the voting polls tonight. I bet you're tired, Emily. It doesn't take years for some basics. Yes, please. Making it home, paper trade, and learn what limit markets. Yeah, there you go. Donuts. I think they want donuts, Lauren. They want donuts. So, yeah. And I didn't even think about it. We could have made something that somebody could have made for Valentine's Day, because hello, Valentine's Day is the 14th, and there's a lot of recipes for Valentine stuff. And I was like, man, chocolate donuts. I don't do any of that, and I'm doing fine. Oh, there you go. Everybody's saying donuts and chocolate donuts. I like chocolate donuts. I have a hot tip based on obvious market analysis and common sense. I must do this. And filled donuts, of course. Ooh, I like raspberry filled donuts. Yeah, they got us on donuts now, huh?
I tend to just eat the donut.
Oh, Lord, I used to make donuts to sell at school fundraiser. So we didn't make it from scratch. We got the, what do you call that? The, now that I'm thinking about it, it's not biscuit, the biscuit roll things, but you cut out the things, and yeah, delicious. Let's see. Me too, Amy. Cream filled donuts, chocolate raspberry cream filled donuts, lemon meringue donuts, raspberry filled are the best. I absolutely. The 14th is Kelly's birthday. I know, now you got her birthday and you got Valentine's Day. 2 in 1. Boston cream donuts, puff pastry, maybe. And then we'd cut, we would make our own little donut holes as well from cutting out the middle. Yes. And lemon.
So where my donuts be?
I love the raspberry donuts too. Yes. No, let it intimidate you. Sugar donuts. Yes. Dip them in the sugar after, you take them out of the oil. Yep. Lemon filled and also apple spice filled donuts are my favorite. Ooh. Yes. With them little smokies. I'm good with simple sugar donuts. There you go. And the one with sprinkles. Everybody's just talking about donuts, y'all. I make a lemon curd that is freakishly yummy. And hello, Sean. I don't know if I told you hello. I'm just reading everybody's donut comments. That is hilarious. I love donuts. I'm a cop. What can I say? Yeah, that's what they say about, the popos, is that they love donuts. Donuts are a cop's go-to. And coffee. I have to have my coffee too. Chris got me for Christmas a what do you call that? The Keurig. I got a Keurig. Yes, and it's Nath. Former cop here. There you go. Maple bourbon bacon donuts. Oh, now there's another one. There you go. Yes, Chris. So, yes, y'all, don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. And catch me and Lauren in the morning. We will be co-streaming and making some yummy well, we'll probably be making some pizza now. So
Got it.
have a great night, Sean. I would eat a bacon donut. There you go. Have a great night, everyone. And hopefully see some of y'all in the morning. I don't know who's going live next. Probably the late night people. There you go. But I may have addicted to them, so I have to be careful. Yep, we do. So thank y'all for coming in and making my 3-hour live awesome. So I will see y'all tomorrow 2 times, hopefully 9 o'clock with Lauren for Making and Baking with Lauren, and then 5 o'clock I will have my What's Up Wednesday. So love you guys. Thank y'all for coming in. I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys. Good night.